Hello and welcome to Team Fortress TV. You're joining myself, CommanderX, Beta and John for our coverage of the high playoff semi-final? I think, semi-final, that's what it's called in the stage. It's going to be top5rocket versus Animate. Beta, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Should be a really, really good game. I think they're both very evenly matched too.
Yeah, they both kind of play like quite a compact style, so it might be like, like a really sort of tense war of, like focus fire, really big team fights, or it might just be like a massive fucking like stalemate slogfest that goes on for 8 hours.
Yeah, I'm really hoping it's not going to be just stalemates all night. I really, really want it to be a good game because it really has the potential to be, but I don't know. But yeah, Natural is very much known for just having this very passive style where if they're ahead, they'll just stay back and wait and suicide people in forever until they have an advantage, a big advantage too. And the French team is also. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's take you through the rosters. Wow, I think they're just changing to the correct map on the server. I think, we're not on that point. Is it Gully Wash, Sunshine, and Snakewater Decider are the maps tonight? I think?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Over on the Animate side, I guess, is the team who finished second? Is that right? Second?
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
But...
Oh no, top 5 with the second team, weren't they? Animate came from the playoffs. Other way around. Animate, the team who beat the other team, I can't remember who, in the playoffs to make it to this stage. They've got Fragmented on Medic, Natural on Demo Man, off-classing, but he will be heading up the comms, heading up the main call, just locking stuff down. Nation on Pocket, Ryder on Roma, and Nookie and Index on Scout. Obviously, Nookie and Nation really the players to watch in that lineup. Nookie doing a lot of the big cleanup. And Nation doing the other half of the work, sort of on Pocket, taking its heals and pumping out the damage. Over on top 5, I guess it's a bit more, less well-known players, really. We have Ombrack on Medic, Kaizo on Demo, Medico on Pocket, Neo on Roma, I'm pretty sure it's that way around, and Blitzo and Smurf on Scout. Whereas in this lineup, I think Medico is the guy who pumps out most of the damage, and you got Blitzo and Smurf really sort of putting the team on their back in terms of that cleanup as a scout pair.
Yeah, whenever we played against them on Lego, it always seemed like it was very scout-centric. They would like jump both soldiers into you, and then the scouts just follow up.
Yeah, they're a pretty tight pair. Obviously, maybe not as good as Nookie, but I think they're both better than Index, so it'll be a pretty tight fight on the flank.
Yeah. I'm hoping to see some fan shenanigans from Smurf. He likes to run that weapon, so that's always interesting to see people get launched into the air.
Fan, not seen that in a while. I
swear he uses it a lot.
One thing I will mention is Animate obviously only get to pick this map. One map in this fixture. The Decider is Snakewater, which is a map they really struggled on against Ownage Squad. Ownage Squad sort of not really being up to the task, especially with Drax, sort of their main cooler, their main damage dealer, moving to Japan, playing with a Merc for him. But they still beat Animate on that map. So I think if it goes to the Decider map, Animate could really find themselves in the spot of bother. Snakewater seems to be a real major gaping hole in their armor.
Yeah, like Ownage Squad seemed so bad on the other two maps, and yet they still beat them on Gully or on Snake. So there has to be something like wrong. I feel like if Animate want to win this, they really need to just take these two maps. They can't let it go to a Decider, or it could be a bit of a feud. Really ugly. Yeah, I watched the warm-up games from Animate, and they were struggling a lot on Gully Wash, but they did really well on Sunshine. So if they can just pull it together, and we're going live.
We're going live. All right. I'm going to be sticking it on Animate Natural, rolling out on the blue side here, doing the rollout somewhat okay, if I'm being brutally honest. He's going to get to mid though. He's going to try and put that early spam on, but not really getting too much damage off. Both scouts coming up to support him right now. Here comes the aggression out of top5rocket, and they get Natural straight away. And top5rocket just grouping up around their medic here. Their health isn't great, and they are going to be pinned back. But the longer this fight goes on, the more health they can get on those players, and they can just take this forward and just crush the remaining Animate players. Nookie has got a frag underneath. but yeah, they've conceded all the high ground, and the players that choke from Animate just sacrificing Nuki there, just getting out and bailing on him. Sort of a safe play there from Fragmented, and was it the Pocket Nation? No, yeah, Ryder, sorry. Yeah. And now that's allowed top 5. They've actually gone so far back, top 5 have actually taken so much ground. They're going to try and come from Uber and block, but they're going to drop Index on the way out. Natural is going to force for pop-off. They've not even really blocked here and lost a play, and it's really a bit of a really conservative play on middle, followed by a really risky block attempt by Animate, and it's not worked out for them as they find themselves stuck on last. But it doesn't look like top 5 want to try anything. They're just going to wait for that pick. Just going to allow Index to respawn and take the 6v6 fight.
Yeah, they were one person up, but they didn't opt to go in. They just want to build. Seems like a really sensible move.
Cowards.
So now the question is...
Cowards!
Yeah, makes sense though. And now the question is, are they going to send in a roamer or whatnot? Like, they're just building Uber, both of them.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, every time Twisted play, my team played top 5, we never really got into a stalemate situation to see what they do in a stalemate situation. We just kind of got rolled over. So this is going to be new for me, seeing what they do in a stalemate situation. If they're going to just sort of trade the Ubers, or if or just the sack play.
Yeah, looks like Neo is looking to go in. Here he goes. He gets completely blocked. Right, nice body block there from Ryder. So that gets shut down.
Yeah, Animate need to make a move now. They don't maybe need to commit everyone, but they really should commit, you know, someone. At least one player. At least one player.
Yeah.
No? Okay. Okay, we're just going to set up shop on last, and I won't be surprised if Neo maybe comes back on an off-class of his own, or opens the door for someone. Nope, just... I imagine we're just going to see the sack play from Neo again. Like, you saw top 5 get really far back there after that sack, you know, completely ready, make it really difficult for Animate to turn it into a full push. So I really feel the onus is on Ryder if his sack play fails to try and make a counter play.
Yeah, often you see actually scouts go for it just because they're very dispensable on this last point. Oh, and here comes Uber. They're going for the Monster Munch, just bombing soldiers onto the point. But Uber has been popped on Animate's side, and it's pretty much shut down. And they lost Neo.
Yeah, good work from Natural shutting down the repush there, and that Heavy's just helping them stabilise. Like, they really cannot find a way in here. Top 5, I think maybe too many players on Riverside now, made it a bit too easy for Animate just to lock them out. Animate going to stabilise again, but 1-for-1 trade, Animate don't want to go anywhere. Early doors in the playoffs, and it's pretty cagey so far. No one's willing to take too much of a risk.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that they're probably a bit nervous. They don't want to take any unnecessary chances. They're just going to sack in until they get an advantage.
Still no off-class in from a Frenchie's top 5 rocket. I don't know if any of their players are particularly prone to it. Actually, they're going to try
they're doing a dot push.
They've got 5%. Fragmented down to 30 HP. He's just about going to get it. Pretty unlucky there from top 5 rocket. Nice idea, but they've actually dropped 2 people. And the chase is on now. They even get the Medic, Nuki, and Natural combining. There's a soldier trying to go main, but Medico's pretty much trapped out. He's just trying to buy whatever scraps of time he can. And yeah, really, really unlucky, I think, they're from top 5 rocket. I like the idea, just pushing on the dot, trying to catch
they really
medic
need to get the Medic, and they didn't get him. It really all hinged on that. It was a really good idea. Just didn't get the Medic, and then they got shut down really hard.
And now we see Blitzo on the sniper class. I imagine Animate have already got presence on this middle. Natural doing a big bomb forward. They lose Index, but they've got so much presence on that choke, but they need to deal with Smurf behind. And they do deal with him. Smurf can't actually get any major picks or damage. And they take the sniper out of the game straight away. Good aggressive play from Animate, forcing them back. But the building seems to have been a bit sloppy here from Fragmented. He's like 25%, isn't that big, so they might get caught out here trying to go too far forward with it. But it looks like a really defensive play from top 5, just holding up top.
Yeah. I know, in the one games, Fragmented were building Uber really slowly, but they still have a small advantage, and they look to try and do something with it. Here comes the Uber. They're in really bad position to pop Ombrack, and Ombrack is really safe up top. So surely they're going to Uber in and block the point, and here they come.
Yeah, really early Uber, just keeping their players alive. They have got Nation behind there. So top 5 are going to have to be careful they don't get caught out. Nation's kind of giving away his position. He's going to drop on them now. He's going to try and get the Medic. 1 rocket, 2, and the shotgun comes out to finish him off. And actually, Animate are collapsing pretty well on them here. Medico is still trying to fight. He's able to get 1, but Index will take him down. Meanwhile,
Nuki's on last. I think he's about to come up.
Both scouts are coming in. Neo's got a near impossible task here. Ends up shooting the fence of all the things. Nice work from Animate after the Uber. Like, Nation was really unlucky with that initial Uber pop. Like, he jumped up, got a good first rocket, and then just didn't actually quite make it onto the ledge, so he couldn't do any follow-up damage on his first rocket. But the DM from Animate just shines through after that Uber. Ombrack maybe popping
got behind and like won a 1v1 and then just cleaned up after.
Natural actually taking the low ground on this one. I'm wondering if he wants to try and take it straight into them. That Soldier tries to go, but he gets absolutely crushed in Air Nation trying to follow that. Animate are getting the frags from the low ground. Scout all over them. Nice work from the scouts here on Animate, just piling them back into the corner. Nookie and Index probably with like 4 or 5 frags apiece between them. Great aggression. Didn't matter that Nation and Ryder got denied so hard. They were just the bait to open it up for the scouts.
Yeah, I think it was actually the scout that got all of the kills in that mid. It just great cleanup.
Yeah, really nice follow-up on that. And now top 5 are just going to have to really settle for a last hold. We see Blitzo on Pyro. Not a lot else. Sniper actually from Smurf as well. But it should be pretty textbook for Animate. Big Uber advantage. Shouldn't be too hard unless they get stuffed in by the Pyro.
Yeah, they're going in lower, and here they come with the Uber. Just need to focus down people.
Yeah, the Pyro is absolutely nothing. Demo's so isolated right now, he's in major trouble. They do trade a couple of frags, it's not over yet, it's 4v4. They're trying to focus down targets here, Animate, but Nation has just given up on rockets and got his shotgun out. And should be able to clean up everyone here. Nookie's going to claim one more. But yeah, nice work from Ombrack and co to defend that without Uber.
Yeah, really strong hold. I think it was because they bombed some people onto the point, and they weren't Ubered, so they just got like detonated with stickies and rockets. And then they lost 2, and then they just didn't have the manpower to take over.
Kaizo and Blitzo didn't really stop them coming into the fight, but they provided enough of distraction so that the remaining top 5 players could clean up everyone on the point.
The question is, are they going to push beyond mid now? Because they still have full Uber advantage.
Yeah, surely. It's huge. You see Animate just taking a really defensive position. It looks like Nation's just hovering around. He wants to get that early aggression on them. Actually, no, they're just going to concede position. Really
really passively. They're just holding lobby
right now. It looks like Nation's trying to go back up. Ryder even going back up top now, but it's too late. You know, top 5 already have players all over that. Not the worst decision from Animate, because I guess they have just about bought themselves enough time for Uber. But I feel like they could have got more out of that CP2 hold. Like, they had the high ground, they had position.
Yeah, and then they even gave up the lobby before they had the Uber. So they could have made them pop into it or something.
Oh wow, Nookie's actually going to get caught out there on the shutter door by Kaizo, and that's surely going to cue a push. Here we go, pretty straightforward Uber, Scout and Soldier focusing down that heavy, Nation just locking them out, and they're just going to have to retreat. They're trying to chase into lobby a bit here, but Animate don't really have the numbers or the health to carry that on. And now top 5 are looking for a recycle. They've got to focus this heavy down pretty swiftly. He's stuffed down one person. Nookie's respawned on Sniper as well. He's down 2 straight away. They're trying to fall out Riverside, but they lose their Roamer as well on the way out. And Ombrack and the Scouts are just going to have to get out of here as quick as they can. And this should be pretty straightforward for Animate. They can see both of the Scouts in front of them as well, so they can just stack that point and get loads of time on it.
Yeah, Nookie with the double. I actually think it was 3 headshots on last one, 2 quick kills.
Yeah, that's what you get if you kill Nookie early. He's going to respawn on Sniper and disrupt your Uber push.
Yeah, that's just good game sense, man. Like go Sniper on a like last push
during an Uber exchange. Yeah, no fear.
Yeah,
just complete trust in DM. We are in an Uber v Uber situation, and it looks like Medico wants to take pretty straightforward.
They're going in big, putting a lot of pressure.
They do actually have to multi quite a bit in there, so Medico's just going to have to get out of there. And Natural looks like he wants to chase, but such a choke point there. Yeah, so much spam in that choke point. We've just had to pause to chill out for a bit.
Yeah, I think the main action is actually in the big door. I think that's where we're going to get a pick, if anywhere.
Yeah, like Medico's drop down, but a Nation still has 1% of Uber left. But there are like just so many random stickies on the floor, he can't really chase Kaizo down any further. I think if anything, he might chase Medico down that drop down and try and finish that frag.
Yeah, it's not like Medico is that weak though. They might not know. And the Uber is pretty much over. So it could be pretty risky to go for a Medico. Like you can just get sticky and piped so easily.
There's a scout waiting as well. Blitzo's just sort of hanging back as well to cover any pressure on Kaizo. But yeah, this 2v2 on the flank could turn out pretty interesting because it's pretty evenly matched, you know.
Yeah, and I find that during a lot of Uber exchanges, the most important part is actually happening on the flank, because in the chaos you can get these surprise picks, and then you're one person up. But it looks like they have pretty good distance to each other, so
yeah,
not too much.
but everyone's in the safe zone right now, where it'd be an absolute miracle if they somehow lost their life.
Yeah. Like Smurf was pretty far forward at some point, but he's backed off.
I want to look at some of our live stats. Has anything interesting happened? Not really. Medico top of the damage. Again, just pumping out that damage. It's interesting to see that Medico is sort of putting out the most damage, and everyone else on the team, like the next highest in damage, is all Animate players, you know? So Medico really sort of doing the bulk of the damage here for his team and just allowing everyone else to clean up.
Yeah, that could just be a reflection of their playstyle too. Like they pump a lot of heals into the pocket.
He's involved in pretty much all the Uber exchanges as well, so all that kind of often, you know, sort of nothing damage where you just trade a couple of 100 damage rockets with the other pocket.
Yeah,
oh, we're unpaused.
We're unpaused.
Okay,
and nothing happened.
No, all that theory crafting to waste. In the end, everyone just wanted to play it safe.
Yeah, Medico got out. He took 0 damage after he dropped down, and now they're just building Uber again. Riveting stuff.
Yeah, well, he was 150 health, like you said, you know, so maybe it wasn't, you know, worth the chase. He would have at least got 1, if not 2 rockets off by the time you killed him. Would have basically traded all your health for that pick. So maybe a wise decision by Nation.
I think so.
And now we're just back in the same situation, pretty much.
Oh, they're pushing a big door right now. They have one scout who's run behind into lobby. He's trying to 1v1 a soldier.
Yeah, they're going to trade the Ubers. Meanwhile, again, Medico taking the bulk of it. They do have to flash behind to keep their demo alive. Smurf, the scout who did get behind, does go down. Medico's got behind. Because the Uber was longer, he's able to get focused down by Ryder and Index. And now they've got a couple more picks. We're just going to be able to bully him out here. Only 3 players left alive for top 5. And there's going to be no resistance on this mid.
Yeah, they're down 3 to 6. They should just get out. Like, I think the question here is whether or not they're going to give up second as well.
Yeah, they're holding tight. Like, Medico and the scouts are both right there, you know, just inviting the fight.
Yeah, showing some balls, holding very close, even though they're down a lot of players.
Yeah. They're trading damage at choke, but it's just kind of like nothing spam between the soldiers. No one's really going to get caught out there. And now we're basically just sort of reverse situations, you know, equal Ubers still, but now Animate in control of mid, and the onus is now on Animate to force the exchange, to force the aggression. They have Uber, they're just going to pop straight through. Nation fails a jump. He's going really deep here, Nation. I'm not sure that was necessary. Fragmenter's going to be maybe caught out here. He sneaks away through drop down, and Kaizo can't chase for frag because there's players behind. Nation will be cleaned up by Medico. I'm starting to think this you know, trade Ubers and soldier jumps up top behind is way too predictable because both teams have just done it now and it's just been shut down straight away.
Yeah, they're definitely on top of it. Like they won't let one player get behind.
Roma's got in for free, just doing some nice sort of nothing damage there, just a distraction from Neo, but it's allowed the rest of the team to come through choke. Frags on both the Demo Man and the Roma. And Animate are trying to fight this, but it seems pretty risky. Nation's initiating, the scouts are trying to focus people down, and somehow Animate are trying to make this work. Really good damage. Index is going to get 1, but Medico gets Index in reply. A really odd position for to sort of initiate aggression from
I think
Animate.
Animate's just going to be pushed out, but if they want to get back in, and Medico's actually out of rockets, so he could be in a lot of trouble. Oh,
yeah, Nation
comes in.
Ryder's just in mid, in a flank from 3, and it's just opened it up for them. Animate are really making this work much better than it should do, and our soldier's actually going to go on to Fragmented, but he just gets shut down. Nation and Natural, Amber Scouts all focusing him down. Really tough to bomb when you're sort of that sole player.
Yeah. Like, you reach that point where, like, you feel like you should try to make something happen, but it's so difficult because there's just, like, 5 players looking for it.
Yeah, especially with Nookie and Index just pumping, like, those sort of 30-40 damage scatters into you, and that just stun any jump.
They're not going to miss, like, a big fat soldier.
Yeah. And now we see a really sort of passive hold, just trying to spam out, seeing if they can get any damage on Fragmented, just to kind of force the Uber out. And they're actually going through lower. Nation and Natural want to take this all the way through. Nookie's actually going to head up the charge from this Uber. They're going to Uber straight in, and they really haven't got position yet, and Nookie's just going to focus this demo down behind the point. Nation's trying to find damage on everyone else, but he hasn't actually got that much support. Here comes Ryder and Natural now, and now they're all starting to sync up. Ombrack still trying to fly around to get an Ubersaur or 2, but they're slowly but surely cleaning everyone up here. And Animate are going to tie it up. Really nice round. Wait, tie it up. What's the other one? Go ahead 2-0. That's the one.
Yeah, head 2-0.
That's for one.
Yeah, Ombrack almost got an Uber saw to get the Uber and hold last, but just barely couldn't pull it off. Would have been cool, but he tried.
Yeah, and Animate here, you know, the lower seed, you know, not getting that buy in the first round. Really sort of making it difficult for the Frenchies here, and now we're going to see top5rocket try and go up the opposite side, and Naturals, they're just going to trade positions here. They've traded roamers as well, but look, Animate just taking that early initiative, opening up a flank for Nookie and just going across the point first and just absolutely decimating all the top 5 players, complete wipe.
Yeah, there was some really good soldier aggression on that mid from Animate. Just did a ton of damage, and then the rest could just walk over mid and just clean up. It was like the easiest fags of their lives.
Yeah, I felt like it all came down to like top 5 just like kind of both sort of mirrored each other's positions, when Animate just made that move first, got all that position, all that damage off, and the Nookie flank from the sort of whatever the other side's called, the opposite of elbow. You know what I mean?
Know. I think I do know what it means.
Yeah. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, really opened it up. And now it's going to be Uber advantage. They do have a sentry and a pyro. The pyro's going to deny the medic, so the soldiers are trapped out here. They're getting focused down by the sentry. And it's actually worked out pretty well. They do lose Ombrack, but they've got a lot of people, and now they're trying to kill Nookie on this riverside area. Nookie's making it difficult for them, though. He's dancing into last. But yeah, that sentry and that pyro combination absolutely devastated that Animate Uber.
Yeah, they never even killed the pyro. He just stayed alive.
It was like weird. Like he didn't go straight away to trying to stuff the whole Uber in. He just waited to sort of deny the medic, because the soldiers had gone so deep, and the sentry sort of cut off. Then meeting back up with the medic, it just completely divided the Uber.
Yeah, he just puffed people in like random directions and split them up. It was really nice.
Air Blast is so overpowered. If you hit like 4 of them, you pretty much win an Uber in exchange anyway.
Yeah,
you just bounce enough people in enough different directions, it's all going to be messed up.
Yeah, you can't hit him because you're getting air blasted.
Yeah. So Ombrack's going to have Uber advantage off the back of that, but they do have to push into this Nookie sniper, and it's such a difficult push to make. Like, imagine Nookie's just
this is a really uncomfortable push, and especially when it's only 50%. They are going to do it though. Nookie rails a soldier with a nice headshot, but that's it.
I really like
just going to get forced out
from top 5. Oh, they do actually get forced at the end there. I'm not sure he really had to pop there. Like, Ryder was coming in, but he was still full health.
Yeah, I think they're going to come in. Animate's going to come in with the counter Uber. Here we go.
Yeah, mistake from Ombrack, really gifting this aggression from Animate, but can they actually catch anyone with the Uber? Fragmented still hasn't used, and top 5 are just running away as fast as they can, and the aggression's coming out from Animate now. They're going to get the lagged out scout, but that's about it. Actually, Natural might catch someone off up top here, but he's going to get rushed. He's going to need help. 1 pipe, 2 piped.
3 down.
Smurf.
All of a sudden.
And
like, they could push last if they're
I'm just going to crater from that sea trap, actually.
Yeah. Let's see if this Natural calling. Oh, and Nookie gets one.
Yeah, nice shot from Neo to deny Nation onto point, but they're going to need a lot more shots like that to try and hold this. Now a scout starts into the point, and Animator actually kind of making a mess of this.
Yeah, there's a demo behind though. Like, he's coming up to the point.
He's 26 HP, someone can take him out so easily, but no one's there. Everyone just left. Smurf is just rushing the medic. Smurf definitely could have, you know, delayed that for longer. Like, the spawns just kept coming in. Don't know why.
Yeah, Smurf went for like the medic and the sniper, and the Natural just walked up and capped. And Nookie got a bunch of cool headshots that didn't matter.
Yeah, 3-0 lead, pretty comfortable right now for Animate, and it looks like they just want to take their own side with this one. Both scouts up there straight away. There is a soldier hanging around underneath. He's going to jump up, but the Natural and Fragmented aren't even there yet. Meanwhile, the aggression from the Animate soldiers is really pinning back top 5, even though they've only got 1 frag out of it. But it's allowed, again, the rest of Animate just moving forward and crushing them. And they might get cut off here. Oh, they're not actually getting cut off, sorry. I thought the demo was going behind. Thought they chose to go big door. They will get out, equal Ubers still, and they are actually at like a 1-person disadvantage, and their spawns are closer, so I think we're going to see a pretty much equal Uber fight. But if Animate get free choke soon, they might just get it for free.
Yeah, they can get choke for free right now, but they're not doing it.
They've got no one even getting vision on it, yeah. No info on that.
Yeah, that was a bit of a missed opportunity.
Yeah, now top 5
let's see what they do.
Yeah, moved all the way up to choke. So it's going to be an equal Uber situation again. Every time we've seen in this situation, we've just seen sort of a straightforward Uber exchange at choke, pocket. And now we see everyone from top 5 rotating to big door. I think top 5 are going to try and push this. I think they know Animate is just going to sit on this.
There's 10 minutes left.
Yeah, here they come, both soldiers bombing in. They actually get the Uber out first and get the frag. Wow, both frags on the scout. Nice work from Blitzer and Smurf to combine there. And the rest of the Animate players just going to have to back it off the back of that. Really nice push. Such a difficult push to make equal Ubers as well, but really just
they really made the aggression work. It was beautiful.
Now they actually want to fight it though. Nation's coming in, actually gets Medico. He will go down, but he's opened up the space. Really scattered fighting from top5rocket here. They might just get their players picked off. Index coming in on the respawn, going to pick up one. He should be able to pick up the other scout here as well.
Yeah, they're completely spammed out at this point. Like, they can't get the point anymore. So they're just going to have to retreat and as Animate come in through choke. And this is going to be a very difficult fight for top5rocket. I think they're just going to retreat.
Oh wow, Natural's gone aggressive as well. He's locked out the demo. Kaizo going down. And that's surely going to seal it. And they might even want to put some aggression onto last one as no stickies up. Try and get some pressure onto Ombrack. Try and get the Uber out.
They have a small Uber disadvantage, but if you just jump like soldiers and scouts onto the point, you can cap it so quickly. So it might be worth it.
It looks like they've done, top5 have done a decent enough job of locking it down, and now they're just going to go for the straightforward exchange. Nation coming through that choke door. They're going to actually... Nice milk from Ombrack there. Medico's going to have a lot of this Uber to work with. Fragment is trying to get out Riverside, and in the end Medico just can't find anyone who wants to target, really. Not enough obvious players to go for. They do get a pick on Nation on the flank though. And it seems like top5 are now they've got sort of a bit between their teeth. They know they need to make plays, they know they need to make pushes to get back in this game.
Yeah, they have one-man advantage and they know they have to push, and they have to push into a sniper again. It's so uncomfortable.
Denial body shots. He's actually going for frags? Yeah, Index is just going to try and sandwich them, and it's going to work actually. Yep. Nookie comes into play, they couldn't get enough pressure on him. So many players sitting around Nookie as well, like it's impossible really to directly bomb onto him. You need your whole team to kind of push onto him.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like they have to go for these like sketchy pushes that they wouldn't normally do, just because they're behind. And Animate can just sit on it if they want to. I don't think so when they have this advantage, but we'll see. They should be pushing soon. And especially since the demo just went down, like they have to push now.
Yeah, it should be pretty straightforward. Scout and Demo remain. Natural's just taken out the Sentry. Gets the Engineer as well with that. And now the soldiers are coming in, but points open. Top5's health is decent on the players remaining, but it's just not enough of them and not in good enough position. And Animate taking a big 4-0 lead on their map.
Yeah, and this is the... Golewas was the map that I saw them have trouble on during the warm-up. So that doesn't bode well for top5rocket.
It is the map that he picked though, so they clearly felt confident on it, even if it didn't go so well in practice.
Yeah, that's true.
And now top5 taking the enemy side, taking the aggression to them, but Ombrack just walks straight into a soldier and a load of spam. But Neo's got a big 2 frags, and that's going to open it up. Natural's sort of been juggled in onto the point. Natural having an awful time with these juggles, just trapped in there.
He's still alive though. He's doing
6
so much work.
HP. And now Nookie's come back in on the low ground. He's got the 2 weak players. Natural's still going around, walking around. He's got that scout down to 1 HP. That's so unlucky. So unlucky as Demo Man when he can't have anything he could use to just pick off that super low scout.
Yeah,
and it looks like Animate want to fight this.
Yeah, Index is on the flank walking in. And they know the hit points of the scouts. So they know they're weak. But looks like they're not going to do anything anyway.
Yeah, I get like it would have been risky for Animate. They would have had to trade a lot of bodies and then keep the fight going, and they have got 4-0 up. So it looks like they're just going to try and hold choke, but top5 have got through just before they get there, and they completely separated, fragmented. Down he goes. Animated are just going to have to trade bodies now to try and get Ombrack, and they've actually got a good position, but in comes Neo from the flank. He gets 2. He gets another one. So much pressure on him now. The Demo Man's now on the medic. Ombrack's somehow dodged everything. He's going for the saw. Neo got like 3-4 kills in that coming in from Big Tor. Great work from Baroma. When the dust settles,
that was all Neos.
Just the old, just for Pocket and Medic left alive. But they'll cap this out, and we're gonna have a full Uber to push last week. 7 minutes left. I feel like this push has to work like perfectly. You know, like this time they can't throw away an opportunity like this.
It's almost not possible to make it work. But if they have to have any kind of chance, they have to just nail this push. And then just win the next 4 rounds in a row.
Yeah. Here they come. Both scouts through top right side. In comes the soldier as well. Nice sync up from Medico. We can't actually get flashed by the Uber. And that heavy's now super low. They will take him down as well. They're trying to open up a point as well. And they just steal it. Wow, Smurf just steals it before the soldiers can react.
Yeah.
Natural stickies didn't kill him either. Because Natural was in water. I presume he had stickies on the point as well.
Yeah, just 3 more rounds, easy, right? Just 2 minutes per round.
That's 2 minutes per round. That's pretty cushy, you know. Like they could win this like what?
Yeah,
7-4 at this point. Yeah, they could win this 7-4 as no problem. Again, top 5 taking out enemy side. Natural trying to put the spam on.
Ombrack's on crits, by the way.
Oh wow, okay. Here comes the soldier aggression as well, and it's working out pretty well. Nice work from Medico and Neo getting those frags, but Ombrack does go down before the crits is going to come into play. Medico gets the melee frag on him, and now it's just a few low health players fighting underneath. Blitzo can take down the scout, but he can't take down the soldier. Now it's up to Kaizo trying to hit that low soldier, but now the scouts come in, and Kaizo's really just not hit anything so far.
Actually hits quite a lot. But in the end, just gets taken down by Nuki. Scout is so hard.
Just a matter of time, yeah.
Yeah.
And that might just about be the game, you know, as long as that.
Oh, there's a scout on mid. He wants to make things happen. He takes down Nation instantly.
In comes the soldier as well. Natural's super weak. Neo's going to trade with him. Neo's still doing work underneath. Forces another trade, but Index cleans up a couple of players. And Medico's really going to have to get a lot of frags a lot quickly. He's got the scout. And now it's Nuki and Fragmented, but Fragmented's just gone back. I think
they just want to put as much pressure on as possible on this as they can. And
still crits as well from Ombrack.
Yeah, so actually if Animate decide to repush, they can just get completely smashed by an early crits.
Yeah,
looks like they're about to go in with Kaizo.
Oh, Nuki's on sniper! He's around the corner, no one was supposed to big door! Just as that crit was reaching 100%, he gets taken down, and now it's going to be real tough. They're still trying to get aggression, they might get a soldier pick, but they've got to somehow get in, not get sniped, drop Fragmented, and clean up everyone else as well.
Yeah, and Animate is not going to do anything. They're just going to sit back and win.
Again,
like they know they have to do nothing.
When they're in this position and they're just sitting around Nuki, it's so difficult to get at them. Like, because Nuki's gonna hit someone, you kind of have to really commit to a push. And with Uber disadvantage, especially with them holding close choke now as well, they lose a scout. Just all these little things are just stopping top 5 being aggressive as they want to be. Yeah, like stuff like that. Neo goes down now as well. Their flank's now pretty much decimated. Just Blitzo to really watch the flank against everyone. And now Nuki's got even more space. He's going to start scoping up onto middle. Blitzo can't really hold this by himself. And they're just kind of lucky right now. Nuki's not extending anymore. Here he goes.
Yeah, they almost have crits now. I think they're gonna.
Yeah, they're going through a choke straight away, but Fragmented pops in time. They lose Medico. The Uber's now coming in. Kaizo's still trying to spam it down, and he's actually locked out for players with the crit stickies. He's going to pick up Natural with it, but Nuki's killed the Medic again, and he will go down. And Blitzo and Smurf are going for a back cap. Actually, I think Nation spotted it though, so they're going to go back with both soldiers and the Medic to try and deny this. But Smurf has taken the high ground. They're going to deny one soldier. They're going to try and deny the other soldier. But it's not working. The heals and the arrival of Index is just too much.
Yeah, that was 4 versus 2.
Both frags. Yeah, valiant effort, but Nation spotted it straight away. Like if they maybe got some more time for free. But
and Animate is pushing into mid now. They're actually going to push, even though they don't need to.
2-player and 60% advantage is enough to sort of coax them forward.
Yeah. It looks like they actually want to go through choke as well. Like they're gearing up for it. And here comes Uber. They're pushing in.
Ombrack's
just trying to get as many as possible.
Yeah. Just trying to do what he can. Nuki's still just giving people on the flank as well. Neo's behind. 16 HP. He's going to trade with the Medic. He was just walking in from up top on 16 HP. Juggles Fragmented straight up in the air and takes him down. Really impressed Neo in this game, despite the scoreline being against him.
Yeah, Neo has been playing really well. Can't wait to see his logs. I bet they're going to be good. The
infamous top damage from Roma log.
Yeah.
The ultimate excuse to shout at your team.
Yeah. That's what Mike does. Right?
I've been getting the least heals, and look how much damage I've been doing. Look at all the heals you guys have got. You've got no damage.
It's a thing of beauty. You can actually make it happen.
It's the dream, yeah.
I feel like you can just give it to them whenever it happens. Because
look how far Animate are standing back as well. Oh boy. 2 minutes left, 3 rounds ahead. No risks.
Yeah. Maybe Nuki's going to get bored at some point and go kill the Medic. We'll see.
Ombrack has been domed at least 4 or 5 times this map.
Yeah, and one of them was a crit drop.
Yeah, one of them was pretty clutch. The rest, quite a few of them, to be fair, were sort of, you know, top 5 having to make these risky plays, Ombrack having to stand in risky positions.
Yeah.
But still, Nuki's hitting his shots. Yeah.
All right, he got bored. He's going forward. He sees people. They're actually pushing Riverside right now.
Yeah,
and they get Nation, so they have some advantage.
Yeah, they've Ubered out now. They've actually now going to try and Uber through lower, but Natural changes his mind straight away. It was just a bait to pull everyone back, and actually Index is going to get a frag on the flank. Ryder trying to get in as well, but Index goes down. And imagine they're just going to hold tight.
Yeah, they're
top 5
down
going
right
to push.
Now. And lost Ryder as well, so there's no way they can push. And there's no way they feel like pushing.
Yeah, now it's just a matter of time. We've got to push into Nuki.
Yeah. That was in through Victor, takes a pipe.
Yeah.
They're trying to push out. Like, they just want second. That's what they're fighting for at this point. They just want this second point.
They actually got a lot of damage. Eventually they do open it up. Natural's going to go down, but Nuki hits one head before it gets. He's still up top. He gets the body shot now. He's still sniping away, and now you have Ryder providing the distraction. The Uber is going to get popped off, but Nuki did get Kaizo before that as well. Medico's trying to hunt down this soldier, but Ryder's just giving him the run around, and then Nuki domes him. Ombrack just about gets out. But Nuki is just playing into Nuki's hands right now. They're being forced into difficult situations. Yeah. He's scoping up through lane. He's just walking in, now. And they might actually even make it 5-1.
Not quite.
It ran out. It ran out.
Yeah, it ran out.
But yeah, convincing from Animate. I know it's their map pick, but still. Got a lot of momentum behind him.
Yeah, I thought it would be a lot closer. But Animate really, really played well. He just had really good mids and then just had some good pushes onto last.
They took a lot of initiative on the mids as well, and it really just sort of pinned them back.
Yeah, the soldier aggression has been great for Animate on mid. And
looking
the team just
at the logs, Nuki's just clearly in the wrong division right now. That's all that's really being shown here.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of Prem people on Animate. Like Nuki, Nation, Natural. Not Ryder, I don't think. Not sure.
No, I don't think Ryder's ever played on Prem. I don't think so.
It's just a matter of time, though.
But yeah, Index was even back up in a couple of Prem teams as well. But yeah, I think the real standout thing is when you look at Natural's stats compared to Kaizo. Sort of Natural 22 and 10, 280 damage. Kaizo on 180 damage a minute, 7 and 17.
Yeah, 7 and 17
really
is
struggling.
Not good.
Yeah,
and then of course Nuki with the top damage, doing it. 37 and 12.
17 headshots in 9 minutes.
Decent.
He went 15 to 2 on sniper.
15 to 2. Yeah, that's really good. Although I don't know, it felt like he had a really easy time being sniped. Like he didn't have to go forward and get picks. They ran into him.
Yeah, it's a little bit stacked in his favor, because of the situations. He didn't really snipe him towards the end of the game, where it just made a difficult job for top 5 nigh impossible.
Yeah, he still has to hit those shots though, so it's still impressive.
Yeah, but one thing I am seeing is like team damage overall is way down. Like you see Medico putting up, that sort of 300 damage a minute, sort of going toe to toe with Nation, no real problem. Neo again, toe to toe with Ryder, pumping out that damage. Some nice kill streaks from Neo as well. But I think it's just Kaizo, just that demo damage they're missing.
Yeah, Kaizo definitely underperforming. And
especially when you've got a scout in Nuki pumping out so much damage as well, you need your heavies to sort of carry it. Because without that damage being put out, there's nothing for Blitzo or Smurf to really work with. Neither of them are bad, but their KDs are pretty mediocre, just pretty much even, just under even.
Yeah. I don't know. What do we think that Kaizo can do to up his game? Because it looks like their combo is just getting overwhelmed in these big fights, and then he just dies and does very little damage.
I think they just need to initiate. You see, Natural will just as soon as there's a situation where Natural feels him and his other players are in the position they want to be on mid, we've got our side, we've got that up, there's no one directly shooting me or the medic. Everyone goes forward. I feel it's most likely Natural making that call as well, to just say, now we're going forward. Natural just walks forward, he's got ammo loaded, and he just starts pumping out damage. Natural doesn't really hit flashy shot, sort of gets hard to get kills. He just does all the basic stuff really well, like making sure he has ammo at the right times, pumping out that spam. Always just pumping out consistent damage in these sort of team fights.
Yeah, he's one of the most solid players, like in the world, pretty much.
Yeah,
like that's just what it feels like. Like he never does really, really cool stuff. He just does these really, really simple things, and he just hits everything. He just walks around. He's like Hawks,
he just hits everything in like the least showy, flashy way possible. I remember when, do you remember like Platinum, like Mix-Up's Demo Man? Like he would never do anything remotely like interesting. He would just stand there and hit shot and hit damage. Yeah. Nothing interesting, nothing fancy, just good positioning and good damage.
Yeah, it was like Benny who was super flashy a lot of the time, doing cool jumps, and then Platinum would just do twice as much damage just sitting around, hitting stickies.
But obviously we are moving on to the next map now, and this is top five's pick. It's the first map they picked as well. Interesting that they used Snakewater as the decider, after seeing Animate have all those problems on it. I don't know if they're regretting that decision now, maybe wanting to really throw us, after that first map.
Yeah, you can definitely get some momentum. Like, momentum is a big deal. Like, technically, it shouldn't matter, but it just does matter. So, like, if you can just win on Snakewater and get an easy win, and then just completely like make them really, really like frustrated, and then you just roll over them on whatever map you have, like Sunshine. But I don't know, like in the warm-up games against the Lego mix, Animate struggled a lot against Lego on Gollywash, and then they won pretty convincingly too on Sunshine. Mm-hmm. So they actually did better on Sunshine than on Golly.
The only thing, like, if it's a bit of a mixed team, like, a newer map is always going to be much tougher for a mixed team to really perform on.
Yeah.
Just because, like Badlands, anyone can play Badlands with any lineup just because everyone's played it so much. It's all just standard.
Yeah, it's very true. It also makes you wonder if they have, like, anything specific planned for Sunshine. Like, if they have really cool set plays or, like, really coordinated mids or something that just makes them incredibly difficult to play against. Because that could be the case.
I don't know, I'm just going back to the Kaizo situation. I don't know if it's just because he's getting, like, even over heals are pretty much even, like, Medico is definitely getting far more, like, solo plays, do you know what I mean? Like, compared to Animate, Natural and Nation move very much as a unit together, We're taking those Uber exchanges and those team Uber exchanges as a team, whereas Medico takes the solo ones a lot more.
Yeah, like, there were a lot of situations where I think, what's his name? Kaizo was like dead, and then it was up to Medico to do stuff. That seemed to happen a lot. Yeah, and I don't know if it was just because he was dead because he shouldn't have been, or if it was just the way they play.
I feel sometimes I know it's Medico taking these big solo charges in, and I'm seeing Ombrack have to turn around and give Kaizo a flash just to keep him alive. Like, that's not always unavoidable, but you feel like if you know how you want to play, your pocket wants to do these big solo exchanges where he gets all of it and just tries to force for multi. If you get caught and your medic's forced to multi, you neutralize any good work your pocket does.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Kaizo's maybe getting like too far forward, or I don't know. He's forcing Ombrack to save him too many times.
Yeah. It's definitely one of the more difficult things to nail when you do those soldier Ubers, because you want to just solo Uber, and if you can't solo Uber a soldier, then it's usually really, really bad. Yeah. Because you do it to get a better, like, Uber.
Yeah, you normally pop first as well, so you sacrifice that, but you normally balance it out by forcing the multis, but as soon as you're multi, your Uber drains super fast, so you've not got much left.
Yeah. Whereas, like, if you win a demo, he can actually pop them from quite a distance away.
Yeah.
And you get a better Uber.
You've got more ammo as well, so it's easier to jump away as a demo, do you know what I mean? You can fire 7 stickies and 3 pipes and still just put a sticky at your feet to jump away. Yeah. Saying that, we're going live for the second map. And top5rocket, the higher seed, they need to win this if they want to stay in these playoffs. We're on CP Sunshine. And really, I'm going to keep it on Kaizo in this mid, see if he can redeem himself a bit after the last map. Getting an early sticky on the demo, not really too much happening yet, team's just taking position. Soldiers trading damage on the high ground. Kaizo trying to move across left side, gets that early frag on Nation. Still trying to pump out more damage, but the soldiers from Animate are doing a pretty good work. But there's now only 2 people left, but they collapse so well. And now surely Ombrack is going to eventually go down.
15 HP.
Stolen the health back. Kill yourself. Just kill yourself.
Like Nuki, is not killing him. He was just not shooting at him at all.
We see Ryder actually taking a really advanced position as well.
Oh yeah, he could
catch something out.
Pick.
He's changed his mind. No. Natural, seeing what Ryder's trying to do.
He changed his mind again.
Yeah.
So now he's going forward.
It's too late, yeah. Just denying every health back he possibly can there from both his own his teammates and the enemy there, Ryder. Just all the health backs. But yeah, really interesting mid. It looked really good for top 5, and then suddenly the remaining players from Animate just did so much damage because they sort of forced top 5 back into that corner, backed against the wall.
Yeah, I think that was the scout factor. Like the scouts won out for Animate. Like the scouts just suddenly cleaned up and won the DM fight. Yeah, did Ryder see both scouts? Like, because that would be good information to know that they don't have a sniper.
You're not losing too much of Klassen from top 5, do you know what I mean? Outside of like last holds, they've been pretty much straight up, even when attacking last.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, Anime's moving in with Uber. They're jumping into their face, and they just Ubered. And they have to be pretty careful, Ombrack here. Ombrack could get caught out, but no, he gets out just fine.
The rest of the team does get caught out though. Both soldiers and a scout go down. And wow, even Kaizo there just feels like he could have killed Nation, but definitely did not. Blitzo and does have Uber though, so they will force his Uber out pretty much easily. 1 second left on the spawn. Blitzo's killed 1 player. He really needs to get his soldier off point. The Sticky's coming into point now, and this can be devastating. He's going to get focused down. Index goes down as well. And this is actually looking too good for Animate. They're going to get chased out hard here. Natural's just got to deny the aggression, keep players away from him. And I think having Nuki alive is going to be a big factor here, because they need to make sure Nuki doesn't get behind them for that back cap. And wow, actually Smurf catches a pipe and some damage from Nuki, goes down. But
that could be a very big deal, because Animate actually has super advantage.
Wow, Medico actually wants to make this push though, catches out Natural. Here comes Kaizo pumping through the damage. But Fragmented's on 80%, but he loses Ryder as well. Now they've got to deal with the scouts. Nation coming in as well.
Going for the back cap. He's on last now. There's going to be spawners. Oh yeah, they catch him.
Oh wow, nice from Neo, denying Index.
Yeah.
But they still have Uber advantage. But there's another scout behind. Right, Neo's trying to deny the point. He shoots the wall instead.
And Nuki gets the back cap finally.
Really nice play from Nuki. Just he knew they were going to want to push out. You know, Index had almost kind of baited out. You know, when you already kill one person trying to back cap you, you kind of feel a little bit more comfortable about it. Neo just takes his eye off the ball for a second, and Nuki just punishes him for him, gets that tiniest of fight advantages, and just makes it so difficult to shoot him. And now, on this next mid, we see top 5. It looks like they're trying to focus down the scout on the right-hand side. Both teams not really committing too far, just soldiers trading on that high ground. Natural will go down though. And top 5 with a player advantage, but they're pretty weak. On a couple. Actually, no, it's only really Smurf that's weak, and Animate just going to tail it out of there. They're getting chased pretty hard though. Scout on 6 HP, Index will get out, but I imagine they're just going to keep piling forward. Nuki's going to try and block mid though, and that's his game plan, but a soldier's gone to cut him off. Neo will go down, but yeah, nice play from Neo. Even though he didn't get the frag, he really just stopped Nuki causing any more problems than necessary. And now we see the Uber exchange, but it's good for Kaizo and Ombrack, and they're going to flash everyone in here and try and clean up this soldier on point. Nation will go down, and Kaizo survives on 3 HP as well. Gets that pipe onto Index, and they're going to try and get into lobby here. It's so difficult to get through this shutter door with all that spam on it, and they've taken a whole bunch of damage going through. But they still have 2-player advantage. Nation's going to spawn soon.
Yeah, they're going in top right, and they're going to have to focus players before the spawn waves come in.
Yeah,
they're not doing it so
going
far.
Really
they have
deep.
to focus this heavy.
Yeah, Fragmented goes down though, and wow, they're just getting all the frags here. Top 5 just completely decimating them. Really good non-Uber aggression there.
Yeah, very, very nice. I want to see on this mid. Like last mid, both teams sent both their soldiers onto like the church on mid.
We call it shaft in our team.
Say what?
We call it shaft in our team.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it's called church when you cap it. But either way, like both teams sent their soldiers up there. It was pretty interesting. I don't normally see that.
And here they go again. Actually, it looks like Animate are just going to only use it as a platform to go even deeper onto the enemy players, but they're both going to get cleaned up. And I don't think they've actually made enough ground for them here. It's going to be a pretty even fight. Index and Nuki seem to want to take in this fight, even though they don't have a soldier. Actually, they're just escorting their med account. Safe, conservative play, sensible as well, really, with that soldier advantage. Index is thinking about it, though. He's definitely thinking about it.
I think they're just trying to, like, bait in the soldier. Like, hope the soldier jumps in and just you can pick him, but he's smart. He doesn't go for it.
It's only pretty much equal Ubers now. But it looks like Medico is just taking it forward nice and early. By himself. Going to be tough for him. He's going to have to get it popped on him. And Fragmentor's going to pop pretty safe there. And now Natural's actually been juggled forward. He's going to need to be caught, and he does so on 20 HP. But Medico could definitely just keep fighting this, and he's going to keep focusing down Natural. Natural's so low, and he will go down to Kaizo, but Kaizo has to trade his life for it. And now they're trying to force their way out of this cafe area, but it's such a spam, like such a small door to try and get through with both Ryder and Nation spamming it.
Yeah, a very good job from Animate to stabilize it. It looked pretty hairy, but they barely got it together. And now they're pushing into mid, and they want this cap, and they're going to force them out already. Yeah.
A really good play by Natural, sort of, you know, surviving for so long despite being so heavily focused by Medico throughout the whole thing as well.
Yeah, it was actually like good movement on the demo.
Yeah.
Not something you normally talk about, but it was very nice surviving skills.
He made himself a difficult enough pick, and I actually ended up sort of winning the fight, allowing the rest of his team to capitalise.
Yeah.
And now it's
even Uber, but looks like they still want to push in. There's actually a roamer bomb that forces out Uber. Now they're going to push in, see if they can get any pick.
Yeah, Neo's goes down eventually, but much better Uber. Fragment is in absolutely no man's land right now, and he will get picked off. So now here comes the counter-aggression straight onto Ombrack. Nation gets 2. Natural's bombing in as well. He's behind them as well. Soldier's launched in the air. He's going to get 2 pipe kills.
Nice.
Cleans up both of them. Smurf is still behind.
Smurf is behind, actually. And he's spotted it.
If he can win this one-on-one...
fighting Nuki. Who's going to win?
Natural's coming back to help. Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. He took the 1v1.
He took a one-on-one for a while, then decided he wanted the demo pick behind him.
Yeah.
Actually, Neo's coming in to try and block this. He gets both players pretty low. He's going to kill the scout. Ombrack's super low and is actually going to catch a pipe from Natural. They will be able to pick up Natural for this, but if Animate just take their time and push in with heals, it's surely just going to eventually fall to them. And here comes the aggression from the flank.
Yeah,
Animate losing quite a few players in the progress. Big from Blitzo. Wow, both soldiers. Wow. He wants the medic now as well. Smurf's going to steal that fraglet from him, though. And clean it up, but yeah, Animate just needed to take their time, but 2 scouts versus 2 soldiers, always difficult, and Blitzo had the meat shots ready.
Yeah, top5rocket, they did this smart thing there, like, if they allowed Animate to get heals, they would just lose slowly, so you just, like, jumped everybody into their face and eventually killed them, so very well played for top5rocket.
Yeah, we do see Nuki on Sniper, though. It's only a matter of time before Nuki picks up a rifle. And now they're going to have about a 20% Uber disadvantage, but look how far Nuki is sitting back. He can cover both choke and flank from here. So they're kind of forced to go cafe to avoid him. But at the same time, Natural and Nation are just ready to spam cafe really hard as well. So
yeah, cafe is by far the easiest place to spam.
So
like, you can just stand
difficult all round.
Cold surface up the sun and just shoot them down.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what they want to do. Maybe just going through choke, maybe sending someone super deep. But I really like how Animate are set up here, you know, sort of Ryder on the high ground, Nuki far back, Natural, Nation, and even Index already just, you know, to...
Yeah, they actually went cafe and Ubered straight away. So they could get Fragmented here. Fragmented is so weak, they get him. Wow. What a clutch kill.
Nice from Medico. And actually everyone's going to be able to clean this up. Medico even stays alive throughout as well. And it's just they just need to heal up and go last right now. They're even going to pick Index up late. Nuki's going to need to hit... Oh, it's going to the medic.
It's the medic.
He did the demo. He needs about 2 more to hold this. Ryder comes in and actually gets 2 frags as well. And I mean, Medico and Blitzo do cap it out, but considering there was, 2 players left alive from Animate, they really made a pretty good effort of that.
Yeah,
huge
that was
from
really
Nuki.
Good. That was surprisingly good. Like, there was no way, right, you'd think, but Nuki actually managed to kill 2 people.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, Nuki's going to have to hit about 5 headshots here, and he almost did. Like,
yeah. Scary shit.
But top 5 do take the lead, eventually stumble past that sniper, and now top 5 trying to take the fight on this left-hand side. Both soldiers from Animate just trying to get the high ground, but Nation goes down. Ryder's going to try and go deep and take down Ombrack, and it's actually working out pretty well. Medico does take down Index though, but he is super low, and wow. He hit the air shot on Ryder as well.
Yeah, 4 HP is what Ryder's left with, but that's enough. That's all you need.
It seemed really sort of like a scattered mid, you know what I mean? Sort of everyone taking a few individual fights, and Animate just... I think when it happens like that, Animate just tends to win for more one-on-ones, you know, more DM heavy with people like Nation, Natural, Nookie.
Yeah, and as soon as someone wins a 1v1, they can go and 2v1 someone. So it just sort of rolls out of control really fast when you play a mid like that. I don't think top5rocket want to do that, and they're getting pushed out a second here.
Yeah, Smurf guys early. Blitzo's on Spyvo. He's behind them. Fragmented is just standing there, begging for a backstab. He's begging for a backstab. He's getting the backstab! Huge from Blitzo. Nookie even runs into a sticky trap. They're trying to come out straight away, but Natural's got stickies there. Top 5 might just throw this away, but they are cleaning it up. But there's a demo behind. Natural's trying to pipe people, and now looks like Index just wants to run underneath and try and catch him out. He's got a one-on-one this Scout, though the Scout does have a buff. Smurf's got him down to 11 HP. Just needs to finish it. He will finish it. And they are just about stabilising this. Oh, he's going to have to pop. The Soldier's going underneath, and again, all these Animate players just buying way much more time than they ever should be allowed to buy in delaying this. And Ryder's even going to pick up a health back. He's still just there. Eventually, they're going to go force him out.
Soldier's about to be picked off here.
There we go.
There goes Ryder.
Yeah. But meanwhile, they're actually trying to fight a choke at the same time, and Nation and Natural just overpowering them. Medico's going to try and arrive in time, but it's too little too late. That was Neo, actually, sorry. But Blitzer and Ombrack just going to have to get out of there. But did Fragmented die again in all of that? So
he did.
They will have it. The Uber advantage on last, and everyone's going to spawn at the same time as well, which means they might just want to go.
You can either wait for the Uber or you can just go straight away. They didn't kill the demo, so they have to walk through stickies, which can be difficult. And it looks like they're just going to wait for the Uber. But, I mean, surely they're going to go, right?
Yeah, eventually. And they do have Nookie on Sniper to push into, though. And again, Animate do seem to stack the back cap, but though Nookie being on Sniper does actually hinder their
I don't think they're doing anything. They're just going to stay on last. That's kind of disappointing. I mean, I guess they're ahead, technically, but...
17 minutes.
Yeah, that's barely a factor.
You could go ahead and go behind like another 8 times in the time left, like...
Yeah, like at least send out a spy or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like, suicide a sniper in.
Look at Fragment. I just noticed, as you mentioned, that Fragmented was standing with like his back to the wall, like facing his pocket, so his pocket can see everything. Like, so there was no chance that it would happen again, you know, just in case.
Yeah, the pistol is the thing, though. Like, a pistol will 3-shot a medic, and it's really easy to hit them when you're close enough. But it looked like Nookie is inching forward, seeing if he can make anything happen.
Medico is trying to play aggressive on that top left from his perspective, but I presume Animate are literally just going to put the heels on Nookie and just count down the seconds until he gets a headshot. If they do lose Index, actually just going to back out straight away. Top 5 going to make this push as well. Medico Ubering out. Could have focused down Natural, force Fragmented to come and catch him.
Oh, the demo is caught. Nice pipe from Natural. Really caught out in the demo. And now they're up one person, and looks like they're going to push bottom.
Yeah, top 5 are scrambling to get position back, and they've seen him coming lower, so a lot of spam going in. Nation's going to get smashed straight away, but here comes Ryder, jumps into a pillar. Now Ryder's in. But he's gone down straight away, but he has made space for Natural. There's now a Scout on the point, a Demo Man on their medic. Top 5 are going to have to stabilise this, and they clean up all the players. It actually works out quite well. I think Animate, with Nookie on Sniper, they don't have the same level of aggression, you know, like when they go for those sort of big team fights.
Yeah, like it was definitely a problem doing that. Like usually if you just run in a Scout, they have to focus the Scout instead of spamming a choke. Yeah,
like one more player in there, like it was a little bit hairy for top 5, but one more player in there could have really changed that up. And actually we see, Ryder gets in and gets Kaizo, but trades his life for it, and that might slow down the aggression, but I'm not really sure for how long. Again, Nookie's still on Sniper. Look at him on that high ground. Look at him.
Oh, man.
Screw that.
Yeah.
I just disconnect.
Actually, if you stand on one of those houses, you can look all the way over to the high ground, and a lot of medics don't actually know about it.
Oh, really?
So you can get some sneaky picks that way. It's not on the top of midpoint, though. You have to stand on that little house.
Oh, what's it called? The Tetris.
Sure, the Tetris. If you stand on the Tetris, you can actually look over one of the fences.
That's overpowered. Anyway, while we ramble on, both teams have built up Uber. Top 5, I think. Yeah, deciding not to go with it, and they're just trying to create, just creating space for Nookie here. Nation clearing some stickies. I'm not sure if they want to take the Uber exchange here. Nation and Fragmented are there. That's where it goes. Wow, Nation's getting airshot once, twice, and nice. Traders.
Good job.
Nice, yeah, completely stopped Nookie getting any real way in as well. They're going to Uber early, but Medico wasn't actually popped with it, but it doesn't matter too much. He's able to regroup with his Medic. And now,
Ryder's coming into their Uber now, just pouring on the aggression.
Weak on Medico. Kaizo's kind of stuck in here as well. Fragmented's trying to dance through to avoid Neo from behind, but Neo's actually come through and picked up Natural instead. Forced Fragmented into Medico's path. Medico's going to get another one. Once again, top play from Neo.
Yeah.
Just force an Animate to take a horrible fight in a difficult position, and Medico and Kaizo just cleaning everything up.
Yeah, this is an easy mid-cap, but I don't know, it almost looks like Animate wants to make something happen. They're coming into Cafe, and they're fighting, and they're actually losing Nation straight away.
Wow.
I think this is not going to end well for them.
Nookie's got his pistol out, but turns out my pistol's not better than 4 buff players.
Yeah, that was weird.
They did it, you know, you saw it a couple times in Gullywash, you know, they just took a fight and it just kind of made no real sense, but it actually kind of worked because it caught top 5 off guard. It's like they tried to do the same thing, except rather than going like Big Door on Gullywash where you got all this open space to work with, they went Cafe on Sunshine.
And there was a demo waiting for them. That didn't help.
Yeah, they picked the smallest door straight into sticky spam and it just fell apart. If top 5 can get this Uber advantage push converted, they're looking at put themselves in a really strong
position. They're going
in
top right. They just Ubered, and now they're going to bomb in on this sentry, actually.
Oh, the sentry's destroying it. They're going to need to just kill this heavy. He's still 200 HP in this heavy. He will go down, but it's just Medico and Ombrack. They didn't... I felt like they didn't have any information on that push. Like, they just went in blind. Like, we got Uber advantage, let's just walk in and crush them. Yeah. Went in blind, didn't see the sentry till way too late. Because, like, if you know the sentry's there, you'd really take Kaizo in with the Uber and just have him neutralise that sentry straight away. The heavy doesn't go down until they've lost like 3 players already. And yeah, the dangers of going in blind there. Overconfidence in their Uber advantage.
Push. And here, now Animate's going to try to push mid with full Uber advantage, so they're going to try not to pop, but we'll see. We'll probably Neo didn't pop him.
No, they lose Natural. Now a Scout's actually coming in. Fragmented just pops into them. He's going to lead us forward with Nookie. Nookie's running beyond the Uber though. I'm not really sure what Nookie's grand plan is. Just to ruin Medico's day, I guess, and leave.
Yeah, that was a strange Uber from Fragmented. Like, Fragmented was under no pressure at all.
Yeah. There was a Scout coming in, but I'm pretty sure Fragmented didn't know. I'm pretty sure he just popped anyway to take Nookie in. And now we actually see Animate just overextended massively. Smurf and Blitzo again with the cleanup. I say that, Index's got his pistol.
He just kills 2 with the pistol in like
he's dancing around the demo as well, he's going to go for the medic. Oh, Ombrack has to defend himself. In comes Natural now as well. Ombrack has Uber. The axe is out. And top 5 do defend it, but the Ubers have been equalised thanks to some nice work from Index and some follow-up from Natural. But top 5 taking it straight onto middle. It's basically going to be a mid-fight now coming in from Cafe. Nice from Medico onto Nat Scout, but he's left Ombrack isolated. Great surf from Ombrack to get out. They lose Neo in the process, and they might lose this Scout as well.
Doing work on this. He's killing so many people, just constant damage, shooting the ground.
I'm not being funny, but I think 4 people have just jumped in to try and kill Nation, and no one has. Like, like literally 4 people, like, you know, I think a Scout got him weak, you know, it's like 40 HP. Fragmented has the heals on him, and then like a Scout and the demo jump in to try and finish him off. Really weird
and like Ryder was standing right next to them, just shooting the ground and getting so much damage and kills during that entire fight. It was like, it doesn't seem worth it. Like, you have to get the medic or like the demo or a lot of people if you do that. You can't just lose
not
players.
Nation. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Nation is good, but he's not that good. Just leave it alone, guys.
Nookie's now taking Uber and lower. Again, a level 2 sentry to deal with. They have not really done a lot with this Uber. They have got the sentry down, but he's just rebuilding the sentry straight away because there's no real pressure on him. Sentry's gone straight back up to level 1. Now they have full Uber advantage. I imagine they might just leave Blitzo on last and go. Blitzo just swapped off Scout. That makes more sense. Here they come. Medico's going to Uber out. He loves Ubering out in a shutter door. But right now, everyone's trying to go behind. But Kaizo's read it completely. Takes down 2. There's still 2 players in lobby, but they know exactly where they are. Medico's on the hunt. He's got 1. He's got 2. Medico and Kaizo making that push work perfectly.
That was a really good job from Kaizo.
There we go.
And Natural and Fragmented got out.
Chat can calm down now. They will have Uber advantage here, Animate. Like 91%, and they just got all the forward spawns as well. It looks like they want to go straight through like flowers. Neo's got the call on it though, and they're going to try and shut him down, stuff him in this corner, force him to pop out.
I think they're going to get Blitzo though. Actually, Blitzo surfs sticky out. Never mind.
Riders near on the hunt, and they do actually Uber out in the end. Get 2 frags for it.
Yeah, get the demo too. That's a big pick from
Nation's
Ryder.
Gone super deep as well. Nation's going to try and bomb back in for Ombrack right
he's
now.
Behind
He's got 1 rocket and the arrow from Fragmented combined. He goes down. The rest of the Animate players are flooding in as well. I'm not sure if I'll get many more frags, but Ryder definitely still wants more. He's chasing. He's got Medico down to 40 health twice now in this fight. And now a Scout's going to arrive and ruin his day. Frag hungry now, Ryder.
Yeah. Well, that big Uber advantage from Animate right now. Yeah. If they just play it smart, they can get this push.
Right, both teams have made this mistake now of just going in blind with the Uber. Like, again, we see a Sentry and a Heavy from top 5. The key here is...
Yeah, and look at where Smurf is standing. This is like the most overpowered Heavy spot. It's so dumb. Like, you can shoot over that and they can't shoot you.
How can you shoot over... Oh, what? No way.
Yeah, you can.
I know what I'm doing next time I play Sunshine Ben.
And you can even jump up on top of that.
I'm throwing mid, and then I'm getting on Heavy for that last spot. Uber comes in, leading with the demo of the Scout.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, no heals now, and a couple of half health players. They're going to start stacking the point now. They're going to force top 5 to come to them, and they're just eating them up here. Lots of low health on Animate, and they do lose Fragmented, but it doesn't matter. And Animate actually tie it up here. Really close.
Yeah, very good push. They had really good focus damage on that push. They got the medic instantly, then they got the sentry, and then it's just one by one. They just killed them. So, like, they didn't get the heavy, but heavy's overpowered, so it's fine.
Yeah, now we go to next mid. Let's see if Animate do this big soldier aggression again. They did it the last mid, and it worked out pretty well for them. We see their soldiers just taking the high ground.
Two soldiers on mid.
Yeah, both soldiers all over that church area. Roamers go down. Pretty bad health on Natural, but Animate are trying to make space for Blitzo again, doing some really big work on this. He's going to focus down the soldier.
Smurf wins a 1v1.
Yeah,
that could be the tipping point.
Yeah, the Scout's just going to get focused down there. Nookie just completely outmanned, outgunned. Fragmented and Natural all the way back out, so they might have to go to last. Natural's going to have a look, but he's holding it pretty passively. I'd be surprised if Natural gets it.
No, they're caught out. They have to Uber, and here we go. I think that was overextending.
Kaizo gets away on 8 HP. Natural's going to still try and go in force, and he will force, but at the cost of his own life. But it might work out, because he was the only real player other than Index who's that far forward from Animate. They're not actually going to lose too many people for it.
Yeah, they didn't lose Fragmented. That's the important part.
No stickies,
but it looks like they're very aggressive on the right side. They want to go in, and Nation is in trouble.
Yeah, weak health on a bunch of them, and now they've actually taken over that top left ground. Nation is getting focused down, but Natural has spawned. He didn't last long though. As the Scout gets on point, Kaizo's walking in, hits a pipe.
Oh, Nookie with the cleanup. He has 3. He has 4. Wow, what a hold from Nookie. Really good job.
It looks so good. They just took Nation frag again. Nation just has a knack of sort of staying alive, sort of just too long, you know, just wasting ammo and wasting time. And it allows like Index and Nookie to get these cleanups. But yeah, good hold. When it comes to nice DM situations, Animate again just finding the edge. And now we actually see Index getting caught out here, and this is like just top 5 might just retake its second point as quickly as they lost it. Everyone flooding in. Ryder's trying to go aggressive. Ombrack down to 40 HP. He's going to try and get the health back. He'll go down. Nation will go down. Nookie's going to go down. And actually, really good exchange of frags here. Natural and Fragmented up again. If they go in the right side door from their perspective, there is loads of space to be had. 7 seconds still on the spawn if they can get up to that cap early. And
yeah, they're looking for it, but yeah. Okay, here they come. Might have been too slow though.
All 3 spawns have come in. Ombrack goes down straight away to Index as well. You're just going to have to DM this if they want it. It's 5 versus 3. They're all near the point. Surely they should be able to clean it up. Kaizo and a Scout should be able to.
Oh, Blitz on the point!
Oh,
he gets it!
It.
Oh my god.
I think they would have had it anyway. Like, good health on Kaizo. But yeah, really messy fights, like pretty risky to take, but it pays off.
I think it was actually too slow. It almost didn't work because of the spawn waves.
It's like
they barely got it.
It seems like that Kaizo walked in, changed his mind, then like I think it was Blitzo or Smurf, one of the scouts just barrels through on 185 HP and says, "No, we're taking this fight."
Yeah, that's the scout factor in the push.
Now we go back on his mids. Animate going much more direct
with
their
getting
soldiers
bombed.
This time.
Well, he survives.
Yeah. They actually clean up all of the aggression, and Animate's aggressive strategy just falls apart. I don't know, Nation's staying in for an awfully long time. I don't know what his master plan is. But he will get
time,
picked
I suppose.
off. Yeah, I guess make sure Fragmented can get out. But look at that Uber difference. Look at that. And that's just from... I don't think top 5 are going to know about this, though.
Yeah.
But they're going to take CP2 for free anyway.
Yeah. I don't think they can actually push last in time, though, to make use of the super advantage. But we'll see. If they're fast enough, they probably could, but they're just taking it slow.
I don't think they know exactly how big it was. Like, I imagine they thought they had a bit of a one, but not like a full 50%. Like, Fragmented was surprisingly slow. I think he just got separated from everyone pretty early on because they went so aggressive.
Yeah. Nation is actually going in.
Oh wow, they're gonna choose to trade the Ubers here. Ombrack will be forced to pop, and they're taking the Uber, trading the strangest of positions. Nation's just gonna keep going though. He will get focused down, but he's done a lot of damage. He might just delay the push enough. It might be a mistake for top 5 to try and go in here on reduced health. They lose Kaizo, they lose Blitz, so they're probably gonna lose.
They're gonna get the medic. No, they didn't get the medic. What?
4 HP.
Fragmented was on 1 HP. He survived.
Smurf, Ombrack's coming in. Why, Ombrack?
Oh my god.
There's no soldier on. Neo's on last. Medico even on solo HP. He gets one, but he trades with natural. Oh.
Man. Fragmented was on like 1 HP and it took so much effort to kill him.
Ombrack as well, like he literally just could have walked away from that fight and gone, I'm going to have the advantage. We're a round up with 3 minutes left. Won't that be great for us? And instead just goes for the hero play, but like a delayed hero play, and it failed. And now we see Animate have to push out, they have to get around to stay in this map. They're forcing it, trying to force their way. They've done a lot of damage, but not actually picked up any frags, and they're going to get 4 people down. A 20-second spawn on Nation as all the top 5 players fly.
It's 2 on 6.
Natural's got 2 pints.
So unfair.
He's got another kill. Valiant effort, but that's now 40. With a minute 50 left. I think we might be going to a third map.
Yeah, definitely. No doubt about it. So, good job. I wanted to see a third meta anyway. Should be good.
Did you just see Natural's rollout?
I pretended not to see that. That was so ugly.
Natural's like looking at the sky, like trying to blame God or Jesus or something for that. But I don't think anyone's buying it. Animate now, trying to go aggressive. Soldier's going pretty deep. Won't be able to force the trade though. Medico's going to clean that one up. There is a scout behind on now. He can't seem to find the damage though. Index is really struggling. He's got him down to 11. He's got the bat out. He's killed him.
The clutch. It doesn't matter, but it matters.
Nookie on sniper now, just for the sake of it. Rolling out from spawn. I'm just going to watch Nookie. Quiet, please, as we tune into the sniper cam.
They have to walk through a sticky trap into the sniper line.
Someone's going to do it. People can't resist a shutter door, man. It's like a mystery box, you know, like what is behind this door? It could be anything. It could be a medic pick behind. It could be a medic pick behind this door. I mean, it might be stickies and a sniper, but it could be a medic pick. Let me have a look.
Let's see. Neo's looking at the heavy, and he misses the heavy somehow.
They're thinking about it. Oh, there we go.
Oh, he did it.
What's in the box? It's a headshot. It's 2 headshots.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, he can't hit the third one. That would have just been too much.
Yeah, the hero headshot. He still has a chance to get it, I think. They're just still running into him. They want that extra point. He gets the third. And the demos goes to last.
There we go. Animate, hold on. Keep it to a 2-round differential.
Yeah.
But there we go.
Look, keep padding his stats.
Sorry, I'm just watching chat as those headshots like happen.
Yeah.
Didn't actually see Nookie go sniper, too much.
No, he hasn't played that much. I think he played more sniper on Gully, but it might just be because they were more on the offense with any offensive picks, whereas on Gully it was defensive picks.
Yeah. I guess, you prefer having him on. I mean, Nookie still put up pretty good numbers, like just shy of 300 damage, 27 to 19. But we see, like, Kaizo here putting up more respectable numbers. I mean, nothing to, write home about, but
still
he's contributing. Natural. Yeah, and that I think the biggest difference here is like last game Natural died 10 times. This game he died 21. Like Natural is being made for like when you're forcing Natural to play more aggressive, he is out of his comfort zone. I think Nation is as well to a certain degree, like having to play the offensive role, and you can just see like 26 deaths on the pocket. That's quite a lot, really.
Yeah,
just forced into these difficult situations.
I feel like almost everybody died a lot except maybe Blitzo and Ombrack.
Yeah.
Ombrack, yeah, that's probably one of the more important stats is how much more Fragmented died than Ombrack. Only one more Uber from Ombrack, though.
I think that's the one. There was a drop, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was one drop from Fragmented.
Yeah, just lots more deaths. You look at the again. The damage is pretty close, but the frags, I guess, is the key difference. Like Smurf and Blitzo just putting up pretty good KDs, and I think this is how top 5 like to play. Like the scout cleanup. Obviously, Medico had a huge game. Really opened the door for everyone.
Yeah, Medico was super solid throughout that entire map. He just kept getting really good kills all the time, plus doing some cool denier shots and whatnot. So a really solid performance from him. Whereas like someone like Index seems to be not performing that well. Like 165 DPM on Scout is not that good.
Yeah, interesting. Obviously, I wonder if I don't know because like if I'm Animate, right, and last week I lose to Owner's squad and then 5-0 him twice, but I lose on Snakewater, and I know it was streamed, people have seen it, people have looked at the result, especially the other teams in the high playoffs probably going to look at that, going into map picks. So you have to be thinking, especially when top 5 get 2 map picks, that they might well pick Snakewater after watching you put that on display against Ownage squad.
Yeah, so they might just practice it like crazy.
Yeah, like that's what I would do. Like if we suck out at a map, and I know everyone knows we suck out at a map, you're going to try a bit harder on it, to make it not such a weak link.
Especially because they could have banned it, right? Couldn't they?
Yes.
Right, and they didn't.
Because it was the last map picked. Let me see. So they actually banned Badlands. Animate did. Banned Badlands, and then top 5 banned Granary.
Yeah, like you have to assume that it means that they are more comfortable on Snakewater.
Maybe it's a bait. Maybe it's a bait play. They knew they could beat Ownage squad in the next 2 maps, so they thought we're going to suck out at Snakewater. Then the fools in the next round are going to pick Snakewater because they think we suck at it, and then we're going to secretly be really good at Snakewater. Maybe it's an elaborate plan from Natural.
It's incredibly elaborate since they didn't even warm up on it, so they did all their...
very elaborate. Like, exactly, because they're super good at it. They don't need to practice it. They're super good at it. They just don't want anybody to know.
Yeah, like they're just hiding.
This is the next level stuff,
Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty safe assumption we're making right here.
I'd be surprised if that was not the case. Like, I'd be really surprised. Hold on, I need to turn my light on, because it's become, in the time we've been casting, it's gone from day to night. 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah. What I wonder is, like, this map is super good for soldier aggression. And I think, actually, like, whenever we play with, what's it called, top5rocket with Lego, they're always really good at sending in double soldiers and then following it up. And I think that kind of strategy should be really good on Snakewater. So I think probably this is not looking too good for Animate, but we'll see.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Were you talking about the soldier aggression?
Yeah.
From Animate?
Yeah, because, no, actually more from top5rocket. Like, the way, usually when we played them, they had really good soldier aggression. And, like, I think the soldiers for Animate are probably better, but when we're talking about aggression on mids, I think they have better coordination on top5rocket. So that could play into their favor.
I feel like as well, like Snake Water's a sort of map where you have to go really passive or really aggro, and there's no like, you know, in Sunshine you can kind of do a middle ground where you don't quite commit everyone, you just kind of move forward as a unit. Same on sort of Gully Wash. I feel like in Snake Water it's a lot more all or nothing.
Yeah. Like usually what you see teams do is that you either send them, like to put the soldiers on the high ground or in the kitchen, and you just kind of sit there and wait, let your scouts finish off jumpers and whatnot, and then the other approach is to just jump in both soldiers at the same time while the demo walks across and the scouts walk across, and you just destroy everything before they can destroy you. Like those seem to be the two options that you have on this map. If you just kind of sit back and jump forward a soldier, that soldier's just going to get killed, and then you get rolled.
Yeah, I feel like we get to see big soldier plays from both teams. That does seem to be Animate's sort of fail-safe if they need to, you know what I mean, if they're starting to lose or find themselves behind, they just start sending both soldiers synced up aggression.
Yeah. Especially because they have Nookie to just run in behind them and hit every single shot.
Yeah. I guess that's the other factor with Kitchen. Just really does open it up for Nookie to play the flank game that he likes to play, you know, just for sort of the like late mid cleanup kind of role. Yeah.
Also, on the pushes we've seen where they get Nookie behind, they always end up successful because Nookie wins a 1v1 somewhere when he comes in from behind. And we're going live here.
We're live. Okay, we're going to see, it looks like have they swapped colours again? Or are they still on... Okay, they're on the same colours as last map, that's kind of them. We got top 5 on blue, we got Animate on red. This is a deciding map in the high playoff semi-final, ETF2L season 21. It's all going to come down to this map. Winner takes all, goes on to the grand final high playoffs, whatever the official name is. We just see trading of damage on top right now. Trying to walk across the point here, Medico. He's taking a lot of damage. They take down Nookie first, but Index is still hovering around that top, just waiting to pounce. He wants to pounce now, but he does get taken down. Only 40 health. The soldier comes in as well. Ryder's going to finish the frag for him. And that's important right there, because Animate had nothing else going for them that mid. With Fragmented going down, so really clutch. I mean, they're going to lose 2, but you'll take that with how that mid went.
Yeah, for sure. Like holding last year, easily. It is about as much as they could ever hope for. But we saw both teams be pretty passive on that mid, and like top5rocket just had better spam, and then they overpowered someone in kitchen.
Animate want to push with a heal advantage. Ombrack only just arriving on the scene. We're going to lose Neo early. They're covering Cheese as well, so Blitzo and the Scout can't get behind. Blitzo and Kaiser even can't get behind.
Yeah, that was a really good repush.
Yeah, their Reaver advantage is only 10%, and they have a Roma frag. Be interesting to see if they want to just continue through onto it. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's really too many sticky
setups. It doesn't seem like natural style to push on this.
Move forward a step at a time, you know? Like, get both feet on the step before taking the next step.
Indeed.
Stairs metaphors.
Alright, so now the question is, are we going to see any kind of suicides? Like, Neo's at the window, but he doesn't have a buff. And he's looking for it, but he hasn't seen the medic yet. And they're actually just pushing floor right now.
Yeah, they're going to try and trade this high ground, and it actually looks like top 5 are getting the better of it. They're going to save Medico there. Now Medico's going to try and find the damage, but he's just going to get some heals up first. He's now going deep to take Nookie out of the game, but he's going to get chased down by a soldier. Missed the clutch air shot. Nation will finish him off eventually, though. They're still trying to make their way in. But the longer this goes on, the longer it gives Nookie to try and get a shot. I don't think that's even going to come into play. Big aggression, forcing Ombrack into a terrible position, and eventually Nookie lands a headshot on Smurf. Now Neo's coming in. Air shot. Yeah.
That counts as an air shot.
A natural air shot him as well, I think. I think he got piped and body shot like at the same time.
Yeah, he did die fast, that's true.
Yeah.
They actually have a sniper on Blitzo. He might get natural here. He's peeking it at least.
Oh,
natural
moves just in time. I like how he throws a sticky at his feet anyway, like that's going to help anything.
Yeah.
Like,
he'll throw off the scout he hasn't seen.
We now see Smurf in possibly the most obvious hiding spot of them all. On this Snake Water sort of second defense. I mean, it's literally really obvious to check, and you can also see it from the window.
Yeah.
But they're gonna, he's gonna commit to it. Nuki's now scoping in from below ground. Gonna have a bit of a sniper fight going on.
Yeah. And I don't think Blitzo's looking. You have to be a lot faster than this.
Oh wow! They actually force the Uber and drop natural simultaneously. They don't have it, but they might want to recontest this. Ryder's gone deep, got nothing but damage for his trouble, and they do have 3 low players, so maybe top 5 are just gonna call this off, get their Uber up, wait to regroup and push out. But
yeah, they can actually just push now. The only person they're missing is Neo, and he's gonna hold last anyway, so might as well just go.
Yeah, they just need to watch out for Nuki. And they've actually just they sort of just pushed out while Nuki was repositioning himself, so it ended up being pretty comfortable for them.
Yeah,
now,
no spam, no nothing.
Yeah, and now they're going to try and take this forward to mid. I mean, we've still got 50% advantage. Once again, the only problem is Nuki. And no stickies above the door. They're going to Uber through though, so that's going to change now. Medico kind of whiffs his jump. The rest of the team flood in, but look at Animate just scatter. Really nice from Animate. Not a single person getting
Yeah, well, I think
out.
they're going to lose a scout here in the saw room. Medico's going to get the pick, gets traded for, so it's fine.
They actually might get Neo as well. Nice from Nation, just picking off those sort of overextending soldiers from top 5.
And we've entered the seesaw now. 2 scouts, suicide onto the sniper.
They're going for the back cap as well, but Animate are literally there with their entire team, and Blitzo's going to catch a pipe early. Smurf.
They get taken down, but that was still a good play, I think. Like, it delayed them a lot, and if nothing else, it's going to make the Uber advantage smaller. And Natural's just going to spam them out here. Actually, he gets jumped, and wow, Fragmented gets popped. He's really weak. It's a good play right there from Neo. Great job. And now, the seesaw continues. Yeah. So now Ombrack's going to have the Uber advantage.
Both teams are kind of taking their time with these pushes so much as well. That it means the other team's actually getting like a pretty huge Uber advantage as well, not just like a, sort of 20-30%. It looks like we want to go catwalk, or is Medico just going to slowly make his way through every single sticky natural hat? And Ombrack's actually going to have to be forced through. Good dual soldier spam. And the soldier might get caught out. Yep, down he goes. Yeah, seesaw continues.
Yeah. You can be here all day. Like, I feel like we need to get like a medic pick before anything changes here, because they've just found themselves in this rhythm that's hard to break.
Just for chat,
here we come again.
I'm not shaving and I'm not being chased by the police. There is just a very loud motorcyclist who's just driving around our street quite a lot for some reason. The Uber comes in from Animate, and it looks like they actually just want to fight this here top 5. The Uber was so bad from Animate. They're going to get one. They should be able to get another one as well. This soldier might even get caught out as well, down to 70 HP, but Medico doesn't have the health to continue chasing.
Yeah, they got popped all the way back in Saw, and they didn't manage to get into Ombrack's face fast enough, so they just lost the fight. And finally, we've sort of broken out of this cycle of repeated mid-caps.
The seesaw has been denied, but the Uber is actually forced by Ryder, 20 health left on Ombrack. And like Kaizo thinks about going in, but decides it's just not worth it. Like Snakewater's so tough to get into. Nuki on sniper as well. And we're 7 minutes in, and we're yet to see a round capped. Welcome to Snakewater, everyone.
Yeah. They could try to make some space for Nuki or push out or something, because they do have a small advantage. It's really difficult to push out on Snakewater with 50% advantage. And I don't think it's something Natural would call. But we'll see. They're actually like peaking at the moment.
Actually, Nuki swapped back to Scout, so that might cue it. Yeah. Ombrack's on 75. Nation's leading it out. I mean, it looks like it's going to be like a solo thing. Nation down to 50 health. They're going to have to. They're going to try and chase down like the soldier, but they just kind of like change their mind.
They gain a lot of space, but not a whole lot of.
Oh wow, Fragmented super low as well. We've got a lot of spam. Nuki's going to get taken down. If the counter comes out, they will cap, but I don't think Fragmented's going to escape this with his life. They're going to catch Medico as well. Great flash there. Medico can't connect enough shotguns though to clean up the scout. Index will get him eventually.
If they all go bottom at the same time, Natural can kill everybody. But otherwise, I think
Kaizo's seen it. Kaizo's seen it. Smurf doesn't care though. Just misses the det. Natural's caught fighting someone else, so he has to det. Smurf gets a lucky break there. And now they're going to power through, just stack the point, and finally they open up the door. Cap a point.
Yeah, it took a while, but it finally happened. A really poor, like, push on mid kind of set that whole thing in motion.
Look at the points different on top. Like, their scouts have a crap ton of points, and no one else has anything.
Oh yeah.
I think
it's just because of the caps.
Oh, like the seesaw caps. Yeah. Now we see, oh, Nuki's gone straight away. Ryder's gone straight into him, going to try and force him back into Nuki, and that's what he has done, but Nuki's fluffed his shots. Natural bombing will clean up Ombrack, and this aggression's going to work out anyway. Blitzo can get natural on the way out, but that's all they will get for that mid. And Animate, really great aggression. Nuki and Ryder syncing up perfectly, even though Nuki
Blitzo's still hiding around, seeing he can make something happen. And he's going to need to make something happen.
Is he going to back cap? Or has he been seen?
No, surely not. I think he just wanted to get the medic and he just couldn't find him.
He's been
and now they all know, and now here he goes anyway. This is so hopeless, but he's actually onto the medic now.
Oh my god, he's down to 11, he's down to 30 health! He literally, he did 200 damage there to Fragmented?
Yeah, like, that was amazing. And just unlucky, really, that there was a medkit right next to him.
Yeah. Like, Fragmented definitely went down to 11 HP at one point as well, like, well played from Fragmented,
and then he took the medkit and was still weak.
Yeah. And now the Uber comes in from lower, Natural focusing one side, other players focusing the other.
Sentry on right.
They're going to lose a bunch of people here, and they've just forced him out right now. There is a soldier still causing issues, but Blitzo's going to clean him up, and really not a lot done. Like, these sentries, like, if you want to beat any of these teams, just put a sentry on last, and neither team seems to know how to deal with it. It just catches them by complete surprise and messes up their Uber advantage pushes every time.
It's not even like they're hidden that well or something. They're not even sneaky sentries. It's kind of weird. I think it's just because they go in blind, as you said.
Yeah.
So the soldier is aggressive onto Kaizo. He might get out. Yeah, he barely gets out. But here comes the push. Like, they still have about 30% Uber advantage, and Medico jumps in aggressively, tries to spin people out.
Nuki's actually going to get so much damage on both the players on the high ground there. They're both going to go down. That's Kaizo and Medico down. They're going to lose Smurf as well. I mean, they've not popped Uber yet, but they just need to get out with this Uber because now Fragmented has it. They might even have to take the trade in a terrible position here on the low ground.
Yeah, I think they have to just Uber now.
They've got a couple of low players. Really, Ombrack needs to start leaving. Oh, it looks like Neo's just going to try and bite. Going to fight in a scout, actually. That's going to force... Index had to focus for soldier instead of a medic, but there is still a soldier chasing him.
Nation's onto Ombrack.
Yeah, Nation's going behind as well. He's got the shotgun
out of rockets. He's out of rockets. Oh, and he gets him with the shotgun anyway. And he's onto the demo too.
He's got the stick out.
With the skill stick.
Wow. It's only 2 people alive though. Nation's going to last. But
Medico's on the point fighting a scout. Nuki wins that fight.
Now it's going to be Neo versus Nation on last. MGE, Snakewater last. And Nation once again out of rockets.
He was actually out of shotgun shells. He switched to the shotgun and just got the click, and then he died.
No fun.
I don't know what Neo was unhappy with. I guess it was because he switched to the shotgun.
Shotgun in a soldier fight, yeah.
Yeah, that's just BM.
But equal Ubers as everything kind of settles down. Like pretty much everyone trading in that fight.
To spawn and switch to sniper.
Oh, okay. So it's just gonna be a matter of time. No counter sniper or anything from Blitz. So I guess it's because he's building the Uber right now. You might see him swap off once they're full. But there's actually someone behind. Smurf got behind.
Smurf being sneaky, but ran into Nuki, who just instantly domes him.
And they might just go for this. Like their Uber's up. They've got like a 10% advantage.
Yeah, go on bottom.
So here they've got the pick. Instead, they're just going to take their time, actually. It's going to allow Ombrack to get his Uber. Actually, they've moved forward to lobby to deny the sniper. And Nuki and Ryder are going to pay the price. Medico's going to take big combo Uber exchange. He's got a better Uber off as well. Nation and Fragmented just need to leave. Nation's going to try and buy time. But they have so many more players here now. The scouts can just deal with Nation while everyone else chases for medic. Fragmented's going to catch a pipe, go down to 30 HP. No, Kaiser's actually going to get fragged instead. They can't finish the chase. And now it's going to be risky to go to middle. It's 5v5 right now. Neither team has Uber, but top 5 are feeling it.
Blitzo's taking a 1v1,
They're not feeling it now. They're not feeling it now.
Ryder just completely destroyed Blitzo.
Medico's out of ammo as well, so Ombrack's getting chased down lower. I don't think anyone's close enough. The scouts, Index is going to try it. Oh no! He wasn't watching lower, but Kaizo saves it with a pipe. Nice recovery from Kaizo there. And now in comes the soldier. He's not hit the skitch up he wanted. He's going to get out on 15 HP.
Hey, it's fine.
Just doing a flyby of last, scouting out some information.
Yeah, this is what it was like back in World War I or something. You just go in, do some intel, and get back out.
Yeah.
They've moved it on right.
Yeah, Ombrack's only
no
on
sentry.
90%. They need to stack the point here. They've started stacking it now. They might be too little too late. They don't deny Medico going on to him either. Ombrack's
almost has Uber, but he dies. Wow.
it's not going to make any difference though, which is the saddest part of it all. As they just about clean up the low HP Nathan. Fragmented slinked away through all this DM. So they will lose CP2, but that's all they'll lose. Actually, the Ubers aren't even going to be that bad.
If someone it almost didn't matter that Fragmented got away.
Yeah,
it took so long to watch the spawn that he might as well just died and respawn. Would have gotten in there faster, almost.
Kaizo's super low now as the Animate players all go just super aggressive. They've isolated Neo right now as well. He's going to go down. Medico's trying to fight it, but now he's caught up. Nice rocket direct onto the soldier. Blitzer's going to be able to get natural as well during the chaos, but Animate actually managed to take the point here.
But Smurf comes in from behind and picks off Fragmented. And picks off... No, nice.
Yeah, Blitzo won a 1-on-1 underneath in the meantime with Index as well. So everything coming up trumps for top 5 right now.
Yeah, they did have like extra players up. It was just a matter of time, but still a good 1v1 win by Smurf and Blitzo. Now they're pushing mid. They almost have Uber, so they just don't want to drop their medic before they get in.
Yeah, they're going to get one early flag. Wow, nice rockets from Ryder up top to deny Smurf, and now Ryder's going to drop down to everyone. They're actually going to pop to save Kaizo there. Probably worth it in the end, just because of how many frags they got out of everything. And Nookie is hiding.
Fragmented is like long gone. And Nookie is about to die.
Nookie surfs the rocket off of Medico up to a 1v1 with Blitzo and just devastates him. I mean, it makes no difference in the grand scheme of things, but Nookie just showing his class.
Index get spawn camped by Chaser. Oh, poor guy. Probably should have seen that one coming. So yeah, that's an easy 2-cap. And even Ubers again.
Yeah, and I wonder if top 5 are going to try anything off class. We've not really seen too much like snipers or spies or anything. It all seems to be defensive off class and rather than offensive.
Yeah, like I think
there's a sentry. Wait, there's a sentry. It's over. Don't even say anything. It's over. It's equally but there's a sentry.
Neo spamming the sentry. He knows what's up.
Oh my god. That's literally the first time anyone has got intel before an Uber push for either of these teams.
Yeah. But here comes Uber.
The sentry's going down. They did it. They combined communication and coordination and they did it all. And now they've got a sentry pick. They have lost their pocket. They traded soldiers, and Nookie is just all the way behind. He's going to come up right behind Ombrack here, but he just runs into Neo. Just happens to be looking at the right time. Yeah,
top 5 rockets are kind of weak. They ate a pipe, but looks like they want to go in left anyway.
Yeah,
this
and that player
seems kind of risky.
4 seconds on the Rider spawn. They're just going to try and stack point though, but he doesn't actually last very long. Kaizo goes down as well. Now Ombrack just needs to leave. Smurf's doing his best to buy time, as is Medico. And
Smurf surfed out. That was pretty smooth.
Yeah. Really, just not enough aggression. Like they sent one person to the point, they got picked up so early. It didn't even really factor into the fight.
I was kind of surprised that they even went for the push there, like because they had so bad heals.
Yeah,
because of that one fight.
Pick up Nation on the way out, and they have Uber. Surely they're going to want to block here. Medico jumps into 2 scouts though, and that's a mistake. And they do actually clean up a couple of players. They can clean up 3 players. Fragmented is just separated from everyone with the heals. Like I feel like we could have just taken an Uber exchange, but Fragmented
they definitely need to push
in a position.
Like top 5, they need to push in now and force.
Oh my god! Animate gets Natural gets Ombrack just straight off of him. Wow. Like what was Ombrack doing? Natural's going to punish him pretty hard for this as well. Takes all of them. He wants the sniper pick as well and the soldier pick. He's done so much damage here, Natural. But they're trying to stack underneath. Medico's going behind. He's going to jump onto point. Scout coming for him. He hits 1 rocket. Soldier's back as well. Scout's super low. 3 HP on the Scout. But everyone's actually flooded back to stop this. Smurf and Medico just by so much time. It's only Natural capping the point by himself.
Looking at the medic right now.
Oh,
he
gets
him! Wow.
He jumped! Begging for a headshot with that jump. And Blitzo's going to
he hadn't seen the sniper, definitely, but yeah, still risky. They knew they had a sniper.
Down goes Fragmented, and actually now Ryder's going to go onto Ombrack. Nice rockets from Ryder, going to take him down. Neither team capable of keeping their medic up right now. Both teams with a sniper as well. But since Fragmented went down so early, he's going to go with the Uber advantage.
Yeah, that's the key to being medic. Just die first.
Yeah, always die. Pop as soon as you get it. Die first. You always have Uber advantage at some point then.
Yeah, and you maximize your points. Like, that's
yeah, like if you're on fantasy points, just put yourself in your team and just keep popping. Like what? It's 40 seconds to build an Uber. How many can you get in 30 minutes? Way more than most medics get. So just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Just keep doing it.
Or just run Vaccinator.
It depends, you know. If you're going to finish last in Prem, you can win more off winning fantasy points, right? So
yeah,
do that.
That's pretty much exactly what happened to me.
Now we see Animate with a big old Uber advantage, but the...
Yeah, they have to push into Blitzer now. Like that. This is kind of the opposite of what's been happening in all the other pushes.
They're just going to Uber really early as well. That's
no
really safe. I mean, they're going to kill Blitzo because Blitzo's just waiting for a hero shot. But the Seesaw again, aren't we?
Yeah, this is setting it up pretty nicely. Might be a soldier bomb coming in. No. I thought Nation was going to bomb in for a second there, but he decided not to. And now Ombrack has a full Uber, and they're probably going to push in. And they get Nookie really quickly.
Oh wow, Kaizo's going to get a load of damage off this. Going to clean up quite a few. They lose Neo, but the remaining 3 players, all the combo players, just all getting out in the same way. Natural's going to try and spam it, but I think he's just trying to bait someone into Nation right now, but no one's going to oblige.
Yeah, and we're back.
Oh, 2 forward spawns on the scouts, yeah, as well. That's going to stop any real aggression from top 5 coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, what, we're 20 minutes into the game now, and this could really go either way. Like, there's still only 1 round in it, and...
Yeah, they're going kitchen this time. This is kind of new. I haven't seen this kind of innovation before.
Yeah, they get a good pick. They've got 2 picks. They do deny window pretty well, and Smurf is in that spot again. I don't know what it is with these French scouts, but they love it. And now we see, wow, Nation's not getting anywhere near no scout. Ryder's coming in, but Ryder's going to catch a load of damage as well. 9 HP. No one's going to finish it, and the heals will be on it. But top 5 want to contest. They've got Uber. Here come the scouts. Index can get 1, but now he's got to fight another scout. He's making a meal of the fight, and it's actually allowed Fragmented, Natural, and Nookie to put a pretty good amount of distance between themselves and the enemy Uber.
Yeah, there's a good chance that they don't even have to use the Uber now to get mid, which would kind of change things up.
There's another player behind as well, just buying more. Nookie's trying to get on the medic. He's going to force
Nookie gets the force.
Pretty soft pop there from Ombrack, 100 HP. Like, Nookie has to hit a perfect shot there from sort of mid-distance to kill you.
And now Animate has the Uber.
Yeah.
So that was actually really, really important.
Saying that, Animate are really struggling to find the frags. They might get in a scout, Blitzo, who's trapped in. Actually, Blitzo's
great
just
movement, though. Wow,
trash
he wins against Ryder.
Sorry, just needed a quick shave.
Yeah.
They're going to continue this fight as well. Wow, that scout just baited everyone forward to try and pick him, and Medico just cleans up everybody. Fragmented gets out again, but he's so far back, he's not even building. They meet up now. I don't know if, like, Fragmented seems very sort of cagey about committing to these fights. I guess it's not really hurting them too much, because they can always just come in with the repush, but it's not a very quick play.
Yeah.
And now
then again, like, during these seesaw fights, they've always lost them.
Yeah.
So.
But Ryder's just got in for free, no real cover on Ombrack. Ryder had all the time in the world to reload and pick him off. But now the flank is trying to go aggressive here. They're focusing down Natural. They kill Natural behind. They're trying to focus down this scout now as well, and it looks like Nick is just trying to reload rockets, but he's on such little health. Animate are going to be able to clean everything up. Just Smurf left alive. And
he's at their spawn.
Yeah,
like,
he's just going to wait.
Not doing it. He's just picking up the medic.
Yeah, building with his medic. 7 minutes, 50 seconds left. Animate have a big Uber advantage. This is pretty much the strongest position Animate have really been in, like a clear-cut advantage in quite a while.
Yeah. And they're going through Saw. They just want to go in straight away.
Yeah, no sniper or anything. The scouts just plowing through. All the players from top 5 are in the lobby. They could catch a lot of people here. Nookie and Nation just need to focus the same targets. Yep, Kaizo and Blitzo down. They're going to try and force away from this tight door as well, and it might work because Ryder's coming from lower. Great timing from Ryder right there. Really opened it up, and Animate converting that really clinically.
That makes it 1-1. So this is a really, really tight game.
You know what the problem is? There's only 7 minutes left, so there's not enough time for another round at the rate these rounds are going. Yeah. It's like 12 minutes a round, so there's just not enough
time. Guaranteed overtime.
Yeah. Here we go then. This middle could be pretty... We've not seen anyone really sort of, you know, roll a middle and take a round straight off it. It's always been a long slugfest to get to last. And now we see Neo trying to get aggressive into their kitchen, but can't really get that far. They come across top now. Soldier aggression forcing top 5 back into the corner, and Natural's just ploughing forward. Kaizo might get caught out as well. Down to 11 HP, he will go down. Now just 3 players left on top 5, and Animate have found a new gear after that last round cap and just ploughing forward. Nuki's baiting this scout as well. Nation's going to finish it off as well, and they just keep getting these picks and forcing top 5 back. But top 5 will have the Uber to delay them on last.
Yeah, it looks like Animate just want to go straight in and just use this momentum. Like they're going hard right now, so they just want to make the most of it. And as I say, that they run the other way. Damn it. Oh well. A little bit of stalemate to go.
Oh, and there's a sentry. Oh man.
Oh no.
Oh, and they're not going to see it. Animate are going to Uber him blind. They're not going to see it.
I think they're about to suicide in Ryder, so he's going to spot it.
Just on the sentry. Don't even worry about Ombrack. Just getting that sentry out of the equation. Saying that,
they spotted it.
Oh, they got it. Natural was all over that. The Uber exchange is going to come out. His scout's going to try and escape, and actually Nuki's just going to get out for free. No one really putting much pressure on. Conservative pop there from Ombrack, and we're going to try and force a way back through this shutter door. That is optimistic at best, and they take so much damage. 3 players on low health, and we're going to rotate around to the other side. There's actually only 1 scout watching it at this moment in time, so that's kind of opened it up. Animate sort of toying with the idea of getting in. No one's gone down as of yet. The heavies come out on this left-hand side as well. That might actually help top 5 hold it. They need a couple of frags though. They're starting to stack for points. Smurf is just mowing them down. 3 frags for Smurf. Medico's going to get the other 2. And Animate just took a bit too long coming in that left-hand side. Didn't really get any frags when they came back in.
Yeah, and the rotation didn't work at all. Like, they didn't get any picks on it, and then at that point it was just...
Oh, so did Smurf respawn as heavy, or did he just run back to spawn and swap to heavy?
I don't even know.
Either way is good, but if he ran back into spawn to come back out as heavy after the Uber fight, after they tried to rotate, that was really intelligent.
Yeah.
More intelligent than him hiding on that. Yeah, but way more intelligent than him hiding on that same stupid ledge every time.
Yeah. He picks off a scout as Ombrack comes in.
Ombrack has Uber. He has no one really with him though. He's so scared of Nuki right now. So scared. Blitzo's gone super deep to try and force him out, and they're actually going to get forced on the point anyway. Ryder's trying to get behind. He's not going to get that far though. They will pick up middle, and here we go. The seesaw starts, and Nuki's just ploughed back. He's going to peek the medic. He's just ploughing through. Yeah, as soon as he got that pick on Neo, he knew the space was open. Ombrack still somewhat far forward, down to 20 HP, will surf away from Nation. Nation goes down, can't follow it up anymore. Nuki is still ploughing forward, trying to get the shots off.
He actually just headshot the demo.
Medico's got to cross as well. He will cross safely. Now actually Smurf's just got in behind on force view. He's going to try and kill Nuki now as well, but there's so many people in between Nuki and Smurf that he will be protected. So it looks like Animate are probably just going to want to go. Top 5 don't have it quite yet, so they have to try and hold aggressive to keep the sniper out. Nuki is watching from below ground, just waiting for someone to back into that position.
Yeah, Nuki's just not in a position to really shoot at the medic at all right now.
Yeah,
I think he just needs to go back.
Yeah, clever from Medico and Ombrack, just taking it out of the equation. And now they're going to try and go through early. Ombrack risking it, coming through the door. He's going to pop now. Both soldiers go aggressive, but they go aggressive after the Ubers happen. So Ryder's going to get cleaned up. Nuki's going to clean up. Blitzo's been playing so aggressive on Nuki since he swapped to Sniper. Like, Blitzo's just made it like his own personal mission to go super deep and just harass Nuki and stop him getting shots off.
Yeah, it's really effective. Like, Nuki hasn't had quite the impact that he had before. Like, he hasn't had a shot on the medic at least.
Yeah, and now we see they all plough forward to get the Uber out, and Natural's going to try and chase down Kaizo, but Kaizo surfs away and actually sets this up for his scouts, but Nuki's cleans up both scouts, and this may open up a push, but they've got to try and come through this tiny chokehold. Look at the spot! Natural! Surely that spot's not allowed. And Kaizo might be able to clean all of this up. All he needs to do is land one sticky on this soldier. There we go. Nation goes down, and Ombrack stays alive, and Ombrack stayed connected to people the whole way through that fight as well, like Fragmented kind of left once Natural got stuck in and killed. So big old Uber advantage for them, 70%. And they're going to go straight through Soaring with this. No sniper to worry about. They're going to kill Nuki straight away. They should take this to last right now. Like, take a scout, take a demo.
Yeah, it's
or maybe
really
they're going to wait for soldiers.
If you can actually just not use your Uber to get a point.
Yeah, they're going to go, I think. No, they're delaying it.
Fragmented almost got it though. They have to go quick if they want to make anything happen.
This could be a mistake. 90% on Fragmented before they go. 97. Surely he's going to get it. They're going to oop through the door. Wow, Blitzo.
Gets the pick.
Ombrack really lucky he wasn't juggled by Natural there, like back in by no stickies as well, and that could have been really bad for him. Gets away with that one.
Especially because you know that Nuki's just going to headshot him as soon as you get juggled.
Yeah. Yeah, like I don't know why Natural didn't do it. I guess he just didn't have his eye in the right place at the right time. And Blitzo's on Spy. So that's the master plan. Let's see where Fragmented is. The key here is seeing how many times Fragmented looks behind him. He looks behind him like, yeah. Now he's checking behind him a bit more often. Like he's nervous about this Spy.
I really like this Spy players because they have run almost no off classes. Right, so when it finally happens, you're less likely to suspect it. But there's a sentry.
He's in position though. He's in position.
He's right next
someone
to him.
Fragmented in spawn. There's too much pressure on Fragmented. He's going to kill Nation, but Ombrack gets dropped to a body shot in the meantime.
Wow.
Like they pressured him too much, so Fragmented just went back into spawn.
Yeah.
Or Fragmented knew there was it was like a distraction for a Spy and just moved it back.
Yeah, and
there's 30 seconds left.
Yeah, 30 seconds. So like, there's no way Animate is going to push, right? That makes no sense because they can't actually cap fast.
They can't win. So they're going to suicide. Neo with one of the most optimistic bombs of his career, going to get headshot. There's a level 3 sentry, and that's going to take down Medico.
Yeah, they all have
10 seconds. Just
go.
Like,
10 seconds. Just feeding.
They've Ubered now as well, yeah. Nation's going to clean up too. Yeah, wow. Here we go.
Guaranteed overtime, as we said.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Told you there wasn't enough time.
Yeah.
I hope you're not busy, for the next 2 hours for this, no time limit golden cap.
Oh, yeah, that's actually true. They can go back and forth on this.
Hope no one's made any plans. No, you're not going to bed, John. Don't even worry about it. You're going to have to pull an all-nighter. I'm just looking.
If we just keep playing long enough here, we can actually just keep going and just start casting ESEA.
The next semi, do the ESEA back into the next ETF2L semi-final, and we'll just keep rolling it on. Like. I have to call work and explain that I can't come in because this map's in overtime, so
they'll
have to stay. Oh, overtime! Don't even sweat it. Have a week off. What they're playing Snakewater, take the month off.
Yeah, and Medico once again top damaging.
Yeah, really good, strong KDs as well. Yeah, you can see as well. Like he's got some of the most assists on his team as well. Like if you look at Medico, Smurf, and Blitzo, assists, kills, everything all together. They're all sort of working as a unit, really setting it up for each other.
Yeah, you can't quite tell by the stats, but I actually felt like Ryder played really, really well this map. Like he did so much work, popped up a bunch of boobers and just cleaned up whenever he had to.
I mean, when you get into a really big seesaw battle, you see it as well with Neo stats. Like a lot of your plays are forced plays in this seesaw battle to make sure they use it. So quite often, it just wreck your stats in terms of KD because you're playing for a force rather than a kill.
Yeah. Yeah. Like there's just no way about it. Like when it's just this kind of back and forth, you just keep going in and in and in until you do something amazing.
That's why you see a pretty good stats on the pocket classes.
Yeah. And
I'm just saying that Nuki went 15 to 16 as Scout, really didn't have as much of an impact on Scout as he has had. In the previous games, he's been dominating on Sniper, he's been dominating on Scout.
Yeah. He doesn't it seems like he doesn't really thrive in an environment where he can't go past a certain line.
Yeah, top 5 are quite compact,
Yeah, they're very well organized.
They're making a conscious effort to sort of shut Nuki out of the game. Even when he weighs Sniper, it's clearly just Blitzo's job to just ruin his life, just constantly play way much further forward than he normally would, just to keep Nuki on the back foot. One thing that's kind of interesting is Ombrack compared to Fragmented, right? So Fragmented died only 6 times, so it's pretty good. But because he played so passive, he actually ended up with less heals, by about 100 a minute. But then 4 more Ubers. It's a really weird.
It's a strange dynamic. He got out of fight so early. I feel like Like maybe sometimes he would have won some fights and died, and it would have been worth it. It's very hard to say.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to argue with 6 deaths and 20 Ubers in a map, like. But at the same time, you wonder how many of those fights might, especially because Animate do have better DM sort of on paper, you know. And in these even fights, they have been doing a better job. So yeah, it's hard to say if they would have won more or won less.
Yeah.
But
something worth noting, I think, is that Animate won the last 2 mids, and top5rocket won the first one. So you need to look at it like it's either 50-50, or you can say that Animate has sort of the momentum.
Yeah,
and they also won the last round.
Because was it the last mid where Nookie went straight into kitchen to flank while Ryder did a big direct bomb?
Yeah.
Like, that's sort of, I guess, that's exactly how Nookie likes to play mids, you know? So that mid was clearly kind of set up around him. So it'll be interesting to see if, again, because it really just caught, like, top 5 just did all sort of, you know, all the amateur stuff you shouldn't do. Like, one player goes behind, you back off into a corner because of one bomber. Like, you don't have any real aggression of your own. Like, all the kind of sort of basic mistakes. I guess that kind of happened when you're in your third map, you know, like 20 minutes into the third map.
Yeah, I'm sure they're tired too.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. Obviously, it might just pay off. Like, ultimately, I guess the more tired you get, the harder it is to play as a unit. Like, how often do you know, like, being like a high team, how often do you really go to best of threes or playing that late, you know?
Yeah. Like, at some point, like, you just get really tired of speaking. Like, it can just tire you out. Especially because this is like the 5th map of the night, because they also had a warm-up consisting of 2 maps. So
if they started at 8, and it's now, like 3.5 hours they've been sitting at their computer.
Yeah. I think that's why there's such a long break now, too. Like, they're out having a smoke and, I don't know,
nice
getting
sun,
something to
isn't it? Yeah. Oh. So, where are you going to put your money then?
I think Animate's going to take it. I think they have momentum, if only by a tiny bit. Although it was top5rocket that was pushing last at the very end. But I think Animate's just going to take mid and roll.
Yeah.
5 minute, like a 1 minute round. That seems completely realistic.
No way.
Yeah, that seems realistic at this point. What about you?
Oh my god. No, man. I think Animate are going to win, but my heart's saying top 5. Like, I like it when top 5 get some momentum and their scouts and Medico get going. Like, they have some nicer looking plays. But anyway, Golden Cap, the 3rd map of this semi-final high playoff. Winner takes it all. Next person to cap goes through to the finals. Ryder trades straight away with Kaiser, but Natural goes down as well, and now it's just a 4v4 across pot. It really comes down to the scouts here and who does a better job. They're going to kill Nation first. Now, other scouts pretty weak as well. And they're just going to have to back it up because of this. And actually, Index catches the rocket on the way out. He goes down.
Yeah, Fragmented could even get taken out now.
Medico's thinking about chasing. Although he does do the sort of, like, clumpiest, like, high, slow jump he can possibly do to try and chase him. Now, Nookie's
they're actually going to Uber out and block
this.
And just wait for the respawners. That's pretty ballsy, I think.
Yeah, Nookie was clearly just a delay play. He now comes back into the Uber, but Animate are all kind of in the same place. It could be pretty risky, but they're not being focused, so they're actually getting pretty good damage out. Here come the rest of the top 5s. They lose Medico, but they're going to lose Natural here surely as well. Natural can't get a sticky onto the Medic.
Blitzer on last. I think he's going to cap it.
Wow. The Medic's there, and it's a 1 minute round. It's not. He taunts! Yes! He taunts the Medic! Balls of steel. Playoffs, like.
Yeah.
Wow.
First moment in the playoffs. Just going to taunt.
1 minute round. Not the way you could have. Look at the logs for that last one. It's probably not going to tell us a lot since it happened in 1 minute 24 seconds. Smurf did, a ton of damage. 400 damage a minute, technically. Wait, am I looking in the wrong place? Oh no, 600 damage a minute.
Yeah,
Smurf
600
did.
damage.
600 damage a minute.
They're basically all the scouts.
Yeah.
Except in Index.
So yeah, Smurf just got all the cleanup frags. Now, Uber out from Fragmented really didn't pay off either.
Yeah, it was very risky. Like sometimes what you see people do, and I'll do this too, is that when you have, like, say, 4 players from the opponent team capping your second, and you only have 2 players, you can just Uber onto the point, force them, make them multi, and then just wait for the respawners. But the respawners actually came in too early, so he had to multi to save them.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. The only thing I think you can really glean from this log is if you look at Natural's damage, right? It was 72.
Yeah,
right?
So he did nothing. He just got focused instantly.
Yeah, and also that means on mid, like even though he kind of, when like a demo goes across for point and he kind of gets killed, but it's really hard to tell if he's done like what Rib normally does and has just traded a shit ton of damage for his life, or if he has just done nothing, But clearly in this case, Natural had done nothing, which is why like when the counter aggression came up, all the players were still healthy. Like they killed Natural without costing too much health.
Yeah. I know Ryder went in as they have done in their successful mids, where he just instantly bombed in, and then they had Nuki trying to go behind, but it just didn't work out this time. Like top5rocket, they were onto them, and they just shut it down really, really quickly. So looks like they've learned, and they're gonna have to take that with them to the final.
Yeah, it'll be either HKN or the Jews. Who am I kidding? It's going to be HKN. So
probably, yeah.
It's going to be HKN. But
tune in tomorrow for this exciting game.
Tune in tomorrow to find out how quickly it will be HKN, Like that's, you don't know if you're going to be watching it for 15 minutes or 20 minutes. Like in either of those times it could be. So tune in for that.
It's going to be...
I don't think people in chat are asking for interviews, but I don't think we actually have anyone to interview.
Yes, this is an open call if you want to be interviewed and you win the game.
Yeah, if you were just in that playoff thing we were casting, like this is a great chance, to volunteer yourself.
Like you can come in and gloat and say how happy you are?
Frag and Nation are on the way.
Nice.
Oh, they're literally already here. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you feeling?
It was a hell of a game. It was very enjoyable. But I guess it was just lack of practice. We didn't make it on the second and third map.
Yeah? After you lost Snakewater to Ownage Squad back in the quarterfinal, did you practice it loads more, thinking someone would pick it against you? Or did you just kind of play it by ear?
We didn't play at all since the quarterfinals.
Oh.
We're kinda only official team, last 2 weeks or so, maybe even last month.
Are you guys planning to stay together post for season 22, or is it all kind of up in the air?
Unlikely. I think Nucky and Nation are going to do a new team, so I can either rebuild it or probably call it a day, to be honest. It's been going for about 6 seasons now, so I think we've done well. It's been a good run.
Yeah.
Were you surprised? Obviously top 5, finished above you, but after you won the first map, you must have been pretty confident. It was pretty convincing on Gully Wash.
It's a map we haven't practiced, and it was a bit of a wild card. We didn't expect it, I guess. So, it's been so long, it seems like a season ago since we last played it.
Yeah, to be honest, I was quite confident against them. In PCW, when we were practicing, we lost to them once or twice. So, I kinda expected us to win, but I guess they were keened it up.
Is there any specific reason why you feel like you couldn't take Snakewater at the very end?
Failed aggressive push, that's it really.
Yeah, I think we had more Ubers than they did. We just failed on the last pushes so much.
The sentries, man, we noticed a lot of the time.
Yeah.
If either team had a sentry, the other team's Uber just failed. Saw the sentry too late and it just kind of fell apart.
Yeah, we were kind of more of the DM team. We didn't really play together that much as a team. We just try to out-DM everyone, and it doesn't really work on last pushes because you need to be coordinated better. So, just
yeah,
we had lucky for us.
There's a lot of tit for tat with the advantages, and we just couldn't get that medic pick when we had advantage, and then they couldn't get that medic pick when they had advantage.
Yeah, we came
just back and forth
every round. There was just a constant seesaw between 2 and 3, and last no one really getting too much of a clear advantage. I think the one time you when you got your round, you did get when you got that medic pick and then still had 80% Uber advantage on middle, you were able to roll it all the way through to last. But other than that, it was just little negligible advantages.
Yeah, And we are also joined by Ombrack, who just won.
Hey!
And are now in the final. Congratulations, dude.
Thanks. Congrats to Animate because it was like so much intense, like the G Golden Cap was. It was amazing.
Yeah, have you been practicing a lot up to this final?
To be honest, we did because we thought we were the underdogs on this game. Like we thought Animate was better DM-wise, like they had the names, they had Loki, that nation. So we did a little STV reviews. We practiced our mates. Didn't quite work all the time, but I guess in the end we won. So that work was useful. Yeah,
it really paid off for you in the end. So that's very nice to see that the team that actually worked for it really, really hard actually got something out of it. We don't know yet who you're playing in the final. It's probably going to be Hello Kitty Ninjas.
It's definitely going to be HKM.
Yeah,
Let's not pretend to be nice. It's definitely going to be HKM.
I'll pretend all day. Do you feel confident against those guys?
Actually, we played them on warm-up before this game. We beat them on both maps, but it was really short, very tight games. So I guess we will need a little more practice. And but in the end, I think we can, of course, beat them. And as I said at the end of the game, we didn't win this game to lose in finals. So yeah, we want to win. We can win, and we will.
Well, that's what we all want to hear. So it's going to be a great game, is what you're saying, and you should all tune in. Is there anything else, like, was there anything funny about this game that you noticed? Was there any mistakes that you thought that Animate made that you really capitalized on?
I don't know, like, on the first map, Gilly, they totally wrecked us. We were totally out of the game. And then on Sunshine, I think we mainly failed because I main call very poorly. I made bad decisions on repush. But Medico was like insane. He hit everything, so that saved us on Sunshine. And then I got a little more confident on Snake, and it was like they push, we push. Very uncertain. I guess both teams are pretty even, and it's not about mistakes. It's about players stepping up and doing the work.
Sunshine is a good map for us, so we are pretty confident on it.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about why you picked the maps that you did, and that you picked Snake as the decider. Because, like, why didn't you pick Snake as the second map instead of the third one?
Because we suck on Snake. Like from one PCW night, it became our worst map to our decider map. Because we watched some Animate demos on it, and we knew the struggle against Sonage on this map, so we were like, it's over this Granary or Snake Water, and we were like, okay, we give it a shot, we take Snake, and we see what happened.
Alright, so you're actually more confident on Sunshine than you were on Snake.
Because no one plays it. We are the only one to play it, so that's why we're confident on it.
Alright. CX, do you have any other good questions to ask? Or should we just start wrapping up?
I'm just reading chat. Hold on, this motherfucker's driving past my house again. Literally, you've been hearing this. He's just driving around in circles. He's just driving around in circles. It grows so quickly. Like, you know, like movie Santa Claus. It's just like fucking that, man. I don't know. I just want to. Everyone in chat just wants to hear Medico talk some more. Everyone's just asking how you got so good at Soldier Medico.
I have a beautiful voice, so all my friend wants me to talk on Mumble.
How did you get so good at Soldier Medico?
Sorry.
How did you get so good at Soldier? That's what chat want to know.
I don't know.
What's your secret?
Just play.
Practice.
I didn't.
Plenty sleep.
Play really good tonight, but
you didn't play really good tonight.
Yeah.
That was so we've seen nothing yet. So this was an average. This was a bad day.
Yeah, he just top damage on every map.
Yeah.
Not even playing well.
Yeah, bad day.
I want to see him when he's a good day.
Hopefully you have a good day against HKM then. Yeah.
Yeah, Medico. I think I would just like to ask all the people in Mumble pretty much, but Medico, you can start. Can we expect to see you in Prem next season?
I hope so, yes. With Ombrack as medic.
I'm gonna steal you.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll definitely
we will win HK, so we will go in Prem.
Yeah, and I'm sure we will meet Nation on Prem as well. Like, seeing how he played, how Nuki played, like, there's no doubt he will be Prem next season, so we can have another game, hopefully win another, but yeah, that's not the last time we face each other.
Is that true, Nation?
What's true?
Will you be in Prem next season?
I hope so. I kinda have struggled with this game lately. I don't enjoy playing it that much. But it's probably just because I play a lot of pocket and I don't really like to pocket anyone. I just don't like the class and I don't really know how it works. So if I gonna get into Prem again, I probably gonna play Roma.
Alright.
But I hope so.
What about you, Fragmented? What are you doing next season?
I don't know. I'll see. Probably I might give it a miss next season because I need to rebuild the team, but it wouldn't be Prem. It would just be a high tier again if we did.
Right.
I don't play that often, so I just kind of.
Yeah. How many of you guys are going to I-55?
I am going.
We're not. We're French. We're poor, and online people with your axe. So I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Don't you have like big line in France?
Yeah, it was like on May, and we attend to it, and we finished third. I'm gonna brag a bit, but like we played E-Choke or Somniac, and we were good. So at the beginning of the season, we were like, okay, we aim to play off at the end of this season. Now we're here. That's it. And we finished third. But no top 5 rocket, unfortunately, at I-55.
So is it demo reviewing from now on Ombrack for the HKN?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask everyone to play them this season. I'm gonna watch STVs and hopefully people will give it to them. So big shout out to News who gave me
the
STVs.
traitor.
Yeah, because I'm so nice. You see, people want to help me to win.
I thought he's my friend. That's like a backstep. Holy shit.
So thank you, News. Big help.
Alright then.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you to the teams for playing and for coming on for interviews. Thank you to John for streaming throughout this whole thing. Thank you to Beta for being here. Let's do shout outs. Let's go down Mumble. Beta, you first.
Thank you for letting me cast. I don't know, subscribe to my YouTube. That's it. Have a good night.
Frag?
Just a shout out to all the members that played this season and the past few seasons. And Natural as well. I learned a lot from this season, so it was good to play with him. And Nation and Nucky and Ryder and Dix, that's it.
Medico?
Shout out to whole top 5 community. And especially my friend Monkey. And that's all.
Nation?
I would like to shout out to Vers, Certon, my mentors. That's every time I say in our interviews. Shouts to Animate for having a wonderful season with me. And King and Jack. And that's it.
Ombrack?
Shout outs to all the 12 people that were on number with us during the game, to top 5 rockets, to all the team that were so kind to us this season that played against us, that gave us advice, and shout out to my team, of course, and that's it. Shout out to TFTV, of course, for casting our game, because I think it's the first time we got casted, so that's nice.
Yeah, thanks guys.
No worries. Thanks for everyone who watched. Good night for everyone here at TFTV. Catch you next time for the other semi-final.
Which is tomorrow.